HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
This is the true story about Mac. Check it.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time. And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now, it's Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern pike like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning Stone Pimp. Straight limping, booze farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain. Balloon filling, whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain.
Been gone too long, too much cocaine.
But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic melodic.
My cobwebs are quite thick today. Oh no, I'm just realizing the window is closed again. I'm going to have a panic attack. I'm going to have to open that during the commercial break. Welcome to Senning Show. I'm John Senning, that man over there. Your singular male voice today on the JP program. You know him as Dizzy.
What up, man? You look younger.
Do I look younger? I feel older. I feel like I'm moving slow today. And every day that you tack onto the weekend is a little bit slower that you're going to feel on Monday. Thank you to JP and Drew and you and everybody who changed and switched schedules to make it a painless deal on Friday. And thank you to everybody who hit me up with birthday wishes. It's tough, and sounds just like such a dickheaded thing. But I remember there was a time where it would be like, okay, I want to thank everybody who wishes me happy birthday. And now that it is very tough to do. It is very tough to do with the social media and the messages and the text and everything. So thank you to everybody who reached out, and specifically thank you to you. I got your gifts. I was gonna open them on the air, but I thought because you put them in the office that you didn't want me to open them on the air.
I didn't care. It wasn't something I was like, oh man, he's got to show these off.
I didn't know to it. So very, very, very thoughtful. Did a really badass bird feeder, which I'm excited to get hooked up. I'm always in the market for another feeder. A really badass racing shirt. And then before I say the last thing, I got a cool kind of birthday message with Bigfoot on it. It says, have an unbelievable birthday with all the love from your tiny brown friends. Dude, can I tell you that it took me like 10 times reading that to understand what the joke was behind it?
For real?
I thought for a second, I don't know if I should say this out loud. I thought for a second that it meant like from the Bigfoot community, like your tiny brown friends.
Okay.
And then it wasn't until I read the notes on the back that I understood a little bit better.
That was Nicole's idea.
Dude, Nicole, shout out to Nicole who wrote poems. There are poems from her and the girls.
The girls, yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Had my kids make B-Day poems for you. I know you make oh man, I read this and I saw it. I read it right the first time. I know you make it is. What does it say? I read it aloud earlier, and I read it, and I knew what it was. Read hers. I know what all of it is, but those two words.
I know you have.
Oh God.
Crotch go buns. I know you have crotch go buns.
I swear that I read it in the office and I knew what it said. I don't know why I don't know now.
Is it crotch?
Dude, by the way, this makes me feel so much better.
Oh, I know you hate crotch goblins.
Oh, okay.
And you're hitting your prime, but funny kid thoughts hit hard every time.
Okay, that's what it is. So I have to say, I don't think I ever did know what it was. I don't think I ever did know that it said that. So I must have just been pretending.
That's a her thing. Her writing is nice, but sometimes it's like very doctorish.
But this one is the actual poems from your kids. You like dogs, I like them too. I heard your backyard is full of bird poo. You're hairy like Sasquatch and high as a bird. The message will self-destruct on August the 3rd.
Well, it's the 4th.
Which I thought
was supposed to be on the 2nd.
I still thought it was funny, and it rhymed. That was from Gwen. There's a theme here. You are hairy. You are cool. You're friends with Diz. You are hairy. You are cool. You're friends with Diz. I hope your B-Day is full of Riz.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for the thoughtful gifts. And I have to say, I'll talk to him when he gets in here too. But I was in the shower and I got a knock on my door. So I run out of the shower to go see who it is, and a package had arrived. And I think he already showed you, but Drew got me this.
Button up?
The button up, and there's a brand name that I don't know how to exactly say it. I think it's Roosevelt's, but it's so all over it is just Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah,
it's just Bret Hart all over it, and it's very badass. I got to find the right time to debut it. I feel like that needs like a special occasion for me to debut that one. If you'd like to interact with the program, 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Dude, I don't like the idea of burying food places, but if I can tell you, if you would have saw me 15 minutes before I walked in here, you would have seen me as mad as you've ever seen me in your life, without a shadow of a doubt. Drew was here, and when I walked into the office, I was in a literal rage over a food discrepancy of sorts. I've told you before that the worst thing on planet Earth is when you get trapped in a drive-through.
Oh yeah.
So I was trying to get here, like I tried to get here a little bit after noon. So I got into the drive-through. And I was debating whether or not I wanted to mention this place, but I'm going to mention them. I got into the drive-thru at this place around 12:07. Okay. I pulled out of the drive-thru at 12:34.
Oh my God,
dude! And when I tell you that I was losing my effing mind, because first of all, I've got a life to live, I've got things to do, I've got to get here, I'm trying to do whatever, like I've got to get here, and secondly, I had touted that this place was very quick in the past, so it does get better. So I wait. I honked the horn a couple times. People, I wasn't the only one.
You honked the horn?
I wasn't the only one freaking out. That's the thing.
When you honked the horn, were you like, was someone at the window?
Someone was at the window. But dude, it wasn't even. I wasn't even the first one to honk the horn.
Okay.
Like, dude, there was a near riot taking place. When I say there's probably 10 cars that were stuck in the drive-thru for 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like people were laying on their, because we're just trapped. Like we're in this little canal. And we're just trapped.
It's the equivalent of Danielle being stuck on the tarmac.
It's very much like that. That is a great analogy. For those that have ever been stuck on an airplane that would not go, it was very much like that. And in my head, I'm thinking, when I get up to the window, I'm going to tell them to go F themselves. Yeah. I'm going to tell them I don't want the food. I have no need for the food. I just want to get the hell out of here.
That's a Dizzy move. But
my tummy was rumbling. In my tummy, well, here's the funny part. My tummy still is rumbling, believe it or not.
Oh, no.
It was a very simple order. I ordered a chicken Caesar wrap with no croutons.
Okay.
That's what I ordered. It was a very simple order. And I get up there and I said, "Is it going to take me another 15 minutes to make my food?"
You said that?
Oh yeah. I mean, at this point, like there is a major malfunction.
Yeah,
the restaurant is bombing. Like it's bad. Like I don't even know if they should be open. And I just say, "Is it going to take another 15 minutes to get my food?" She goes, "No. Your food's actually ready. It's right here."
It's been ready for 30 minutes.
And she hands it to me. And I get out of there. So I've now been trapped by Green Lane for 30 minutes. And I'm like, I have no time. So I have no time to eat it. So I'm going to try and eat it on my way here. And I open it up. Turns out they didn't go no croutons.
They went extra.
They went extra croutons.
Oh.
No dressing.
Ew.
No effing dressing. And I don't know what piss poor employee made this thing, but something about when I opened it, it just like crumbled in my hands. It just like fell apart.
It turned into a salad real quick.
I should have brought it in here. I should have brought it in here to show it to you. But needless to say, I didn't even eat it. I was in such a rage by the time I got here. I couldn't eat it in my car. And I feel a little bit better now that I let it out. But in the moment, I was almost as mad as I can get by being trapped inside the drive-thru, which I figured giving myself like 30 minutes of time would be plenty. But I was stuck. I was stuck in the drive-thru for 30 minutes.
Now, will you be calling up the establishment?
Yes. Dude, I will be calling them up. I will tell you, I'm so mad right now. I will be calling them up. I will be getting my money back, and I will never go there again. Never again. Like, just today was so, and I'm caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
But never again.
You think you're going to say that when you talk to them? Like, I don't know if I'll ever return to your establishment.
I don't know, because at that point, I'm probably not going to be talking to anybody who had anything to do with the downfall of the place today. And everybody's just doing their job. And I hate being mad at restaurant people and at fast food places, because everybody's just usually normally trying. Whatever happened today, like there should have been, I think they should have somehow done something to give people the option to escape. Like nobody ever came out and said, okay, everybody pull ahead. If you want to leave, we're running way behind. Like no normal, like you should never be expected or think that you have the time to wait in a drive-thru for 30 minutes.
Did they tell you what it was?
No. She just said, oh, sorry for that wait. And
they should have lied and be like, our system went down. It's, blah, blah, blah.
There it is. There it is. Drew has it. You can open it. There. You can open it and look at what. So I tried to. That's me almost having eaten nothing out of it. So you'll be able to see like how exploded that one side is. Yeah, I did. I pulled some of the wrap off, but that's me having not really eaten it.
Oh my God, bro.
Like it's like.
So you picked it up and it did
that's
this.
what happened. Yeah.
Let me stick it in front of the camera.
Yeah, stick it in front of the camera, and so we could properly. And again, everybody has a bad day, but I've also been championing this place. Going, you want what I've been saying? I go, why is there nobody there? I go, why is there nobody there? Oh, you might have to. It might make you. Yeah. Why is there nobody ever there? And I've championed them saying, go there. I want to make sure that they stay open. Well, it turns out they can't handle more than 5 people at a time. So that's why there was nobody there. I think I've worked it out. I feel a lot better now. Thank you. Thanks for being there. Thank you, Drew, for bringing that in here so that Dizzy could expose these people for what they really are. And that's supposedly Gronk too. You know, Gronk that's Gronk's baby.
Oh man.
Yeah. So I mean, Gronk, you got blood on your hands, man.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Get your stuff together, Gronk. I know you're retired and all that, but you should put all your effort into this establishment. You really need to be visiting. You need to be visiting these locations a little bit more. You can stream us if you'd like. We are live visually. That I know the streams are messed up. Everybody's talking about it. The streams are messed up. The videos are messed up. The bosses know that it's messed up, and they're getting your phone calls and your text messages and your emails and all of that. I don't have a timeline. I don't know what happens next. All I can tell you is that we know, and they know that you know, and they're working on fixing everything. Think we should tweet Gronk?
Yeah.
Like, hey, dog, what's up with this?
I might have to. I mean, maybe if we get Gronk involved, and I really, it's got to be extreme for me to bitch about a food place. Like it has to be like the extreme of extremes, and this just today happened to be that. Let's take this call, and then I'll tell you a little bit about what I did this weekend. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What's up?
Hey, Johnny, we had that happen to us up at Stark. My woman had a mental breakdown at a McDonald's. We were boxed in for like 25 minutes. We just drove over the landscaping and got the hell out of there.
Dude, I will tell you, it is an underrated phenomenon to be trapped at a fast food place in the drive-thru. But dude, this place has a like there was no way out. So it's the drive-thru runs right along 4th Street, and they have like a giant awning with a wall. So you're legit in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Like you're in a tunnel with no escape.
Have you ever pulled up and just pulled, like I've pulled up, ordered food, pulled up and realized I don't even have my wallet on me.
No.
And I had to awkwardly just drive past them.
No. I've probably done it before for reasons such as that. Like, I waited too long, but the other thing was I was just too damn hungry. I'm like, do you want to just prove a point and like, what are they really going to care? Or do you just want to get your chicken Caesar wrap and move about your day? And I chose to do that, and somehow they still got one over on me. They still got me.
So at 4:01, you'll be calling.
Oh yeah, I will be calling.
Yeah.
I'll be say, I don't know if you're in the loop on this, but here, you act like you're them.
What's this? Green Lane?
Green
Lane. Nice to talk to you.
Hi, how are you? I'm not sure if you are aware of what happened today. Did you got any other calls or messages about what happened in the lunch shift today?
No, please educate me, sir.
Well, the entire restaurant almost ceased to exist. You guys were in flames. You were in the weeds. There was a major malfunction. You had people waiting in the drive-thru for almost, if not over 30 minutes. I felt the need to call because not only did I wait that long, but my order was also completely incorrect.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear that for the inconvenience.
We
understand. Yeah, we understand that the timely manner may have not matched what you wanted. It is a fast food establishment.
Thank you.
So
That's what I was
fast.
thinking. Yeah. Or at least mildly fast. Before 30 minutes. That's all.
What was wrong with the food, if I may ask?
The food was improperly prepared. I had ordered it with no croutons. It seems as if I had got extra croutons and no dressing, which, if you didn't know, a major part of a chicken Caesar wrap is the Caesar dressing.
Oh, I'm so sorry that the little wimp boy couldn't get his.
Is this still?
Yeah,
is this still?
So
you've got.
They're talking down.
They're
doubling down.
They've turned heel now.
Yeah, they turned heel.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Come here. We'll get you one with some extra dressing.
Is that a fake
some house-made dressing, if you know what I mean?
An Asian accent. Are you doing that on purpose?
It's a bunch. A lot of people are answering the phone.
They're switching it
Everyone
around.
wants to get a jab in at you.
Thank you. I'm just going to tweet Gronk. Have a good day. Gronk.
Tweet Gronk.
Have a blessed day. Senning Show, you're live on the air. What's up?
What up, homies? I don't eat a whole lot of fast food, but I drink a lot of coffee, so I go through a lot of Dunkin' Donuts drive-thrus. I literally won't go to certain Dunkin' Donuts because they don't have an escape route. Like, I think that they build them now. In the past, wait, you never got stuck in the drive-thru line.
Yeah,
but I think they literally build them now so that you can't leave.
That's crazy because the one here by the station is you can't escape.
No.
It's got those high, they put you in almost like it's like a ditch. It's like a concrete ditch where you can't get out on either side. That's you really have hit a real conspiracy theory. Are fast food places making it impossible to escape the fast food because they know they're going to take too damn long?
Where is one that doesn't, that you could just piece out if you wanted to? There
are.
I think older ones that have been around for a while.
Before they were in the business of trapping people. Thank you. There are some.
Okay, thank you.
I don't know what else I said.
I love that she said, "What up, homies?" What you called.
I don't know why I said that other word so aggressively.
You're missing your dressing.
Exactly. I needed my jizzy dressing. I needed my little drizzle. But going back to the weekend, had a great birthday weekend that was just the perfect match of doing stuff with also being low key. I will say I did something over the weekend that we've talked about doing together for a while now.
You and me?
Yeah. Well, I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't hurt you. But I also feel like it was important to do some recon first, so that I had a good understanding of it. So.
Oh, I already know.
Yeah. Don't be mad. But so
we planned that.
What's that?
Is it the go-karting?
You say we planned it?
Yeah.
Like we planned to go do it.
Yeah.
We are going to go do it.
Oh, okay.
We are dude, I can't get back soon enough.
Yeah.
But on Thursday, I want to talk about Thursday later because we went to this new spot in St. Pete that was really cool. But on Friday, Danielle ended up having to work a little bit in the morning. So I popped up and I went for the first time, maybe ever in my life. I went to the movies by myself on Friday morning and I went and saw The Naked Gun.
Oh, you did say you went to see it.
Yeah. And dude, it was everything I could have dreamed of.
Yeah.
And more. It was
great.
It's very, very funny. It makes you realize like that type of comedy. We were talking like the parody style, which is just so over the top. Nobody's done it, and I'm pretty damn sure that nobody's put out a movie in the theaters like that in probably a decade plus. Like there have been things that have tried a lot of direct to DVD, straight to streaming, but when it comes to that over the top slapstick parody, we're kind of like the whole movie only exists for there to be jokes. It makes you realize how funny movies these days, I'm not saying that a lot of funny movies are sad, but there's a bigger storyline. Happy Gilmore, the perfect example, where you would think of that as a slapstick funny comedy. And it was, and I don't want to pile on Happy Gilmore 2 any more than I already have, but at the end of the day, there's something really sad that happens in the beginning of the movie. He's absolutely dealing with alcoholism and trying to figure out what to do with his family. And there are undertones of real life stuff, and that's fine. And in some movies it works. I don't know that it worked there, but like a Naked Gun, like every element of the story is just there to make stupid jokes and be over the top. And I thought they nailed it. It was really funny to, like, they've been trying to make this whole movement for getting people to go back to the theaters to see comedies with this movie. And it was really fun to be in a theater full of people like cracking up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. We went and saw that Friendship movie, the Tim Robinson, Paul Rudd movie. Loved it. I loved it. Not a lot of people cracking up. Like there's something to be said for seeing a comedy that's funny and everybody is laughing together, which was fun and it was really cool. And then Friday we went to the beach. We went to the beach after that. Took in an amazing sunset, which was really, really cool. I got my fix on the that was the thing. I realized that 95% of my birthdays now are just getting the foods I want to eat. My favorite foods being jammed into a couple days is really what it's all about. And I had the Nachman's fish dip, which
Nachman's,
dude, I gotta have them bring some up or bring some in sometime so you can try it. So it's a place right down on Reddington Shores on the beach that has been there forever, and it's a fresh seafood market. But they're known for their seafood dip. For their fish dip.
Okay.
And they smoke all of the fish right there. All the boats unload right there, and it's just a great place. So we sat on the beach late. I think we sat on the beach at like 10 o'clock and had a great night Friday. And on Saturday, didn't know what we were gonna do. I was gonna go to Buck's training camp, but it was so early and it was so hot. I would have had to have been up at like 8 a.m. and after, partying a little bit the night before, we didn't go. So I'm just thinking of something to do. And we had been talking about doing this. So I do apologize. But I was like, let's go to the go-kart place. Let's go to the Grand Prix.
Hey, man, you had to get your practice in because you'll be eating that dust.
I have to say, dude, it is so intense.
Yeah.
Like, it is so intense. And for the people that have been there, I think it's just called Clearwater Grand Prix. It is out. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. You drive off this main road, and then you're driving through an industrial complex, and you just come up to a big warehouse that has this giant.
Oh, it's indoor.
Oh, it's indoor.
Nice.
And it's just like, I don't know how. I would love to know if there are people listening that go there and like take it seriously, because there are people that go there and take it seriously. Like you have to wear a helmet. You have to fill out a whole waiver thing. All of the laps and the timing are all like very closely monitored. And when you're done racing, you get like a printout of your lap times, and like what laps were the best. There's a big screen that has the places where everybody finished and your lap times and who had the fastest lap and all of that. And it was just really intense. I was blown away at how intense it was. They say they get up to almost like 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And dude, I was in the first race, and if this guy's listening, I hope he is, and he'll tell me the truth. I feel like he's not going to tell me the truth, but it was the first race, and there was this guy in front of me, and I could not pass him. And they tell you no hit, no bumping, no hitting, no all that.
Yeah.
And these things are fast, and they don't slow down super easy. I just kept railing this dude. Like we would get on the corner, and I just kept slamming into the back of him. I could see him like turning his head around, and I would try to wedge in on the corners and get him. And I hit him a couple times, and I could tell he was getting annoyed. And then after the race, he came up to me, or actually I went up to them. There was two of them. You like go and pick up your slip with your information about your race. And I said, "Were you the guy behind me?" And
ahead of you.
Aaron ahead of me. And he seemed mad. He seemed mad, and he just said, "Oh yeah, man, I wasn't gonna let you pass. Nice try though." And I just felt like this weird energy from him. And it was with another older gentleman, and I picked up my sheet from the counter that has all your breakdown of your stuff on it, and the guy looked at the name on it. Not the guy that was mad, his buddy.
Yeah.
Said John Senning, like the radio guy. And I said, yeah, that's me. And he was like, "Oh, interesting. So I just
Vroom, vroom, baby.
I just found it very funny that quite possibly this guy's and I don't know if he knew anything about the show or anything, but his buddy up until that moment was quite mad at the way that I had raced him.
I mean, to be honest, rightfully so. You're hitting this guy continuously.
I was testing what I could get away with.
Yeah.
I was certainly testing because they say no bumping.
And it doesn't slow because there's certain places when you hit someone, you both slow down.
No, this place is not like that. They let quite a bit go, but it's just you're just flying. So when you come up behind somebody and they're going slower than you, it's hard not to just slam into them.
Yeah.
But dude, so we're going to go soon. Maybe even we got to get back soon.
Yeah.
Immediately. But dude, they have something where you can schedule a Grand Prix. And I thought it would be so fun to I think we could do up to like 16 people maybe.
Yeah.
So then it's like a day-long thing where you get a certain amount of practice laps, and then they do qualifying to figure out the positioning
like
for
the
everybody.
pole position stuff? Yeah.
And then they actually do a full-blown race.
I like that.
At the end. So I thought it would be really cool to get us, and then you'd have to, maybe we do it for a charity so we can sell a decent ticket because it'll be, it won't be that many people. But dude, it's really cool. It's going to be hard for me to not want to go there all the time. I've got the racing bug in me right now.
When you start the races, is it one of those things where you're all kind of in this area and then you go out at once, or do they line you up and then you go?
So you're lined up and then you do like a half of a caution lap, kind of like you go around halfway through the track, and then they've got you like temped down so you can't go that fast, and then they hit a button that just kind of unleashes you all at the same time.
Okay.
So
and there's like dual racers where it's like if someone's not able to drive themselves.
No, all single cars.
Good, because the dual racers, I find they drive faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I feel like maybe
the weight or something.
Maybe because of the weight, they try to proportion it. Because when me and Nicole went, I was all gas, no brakes, and her thing was flying with her daughter in the car.
Dude, that's the thing about this place and this track, and it makes me want to go back to, is because I just feel like you would have to practice a lot to get good, because like you've got to be working the brakes. Like it's not a circular track. It's a it's like a road course. So there's left turns, right turns.
Yeah.
And like one turn is seriously like you almost have to slow down completely. I was very proud though, because I finished third out of I think 10 in the first race, and then I was second of 10 in the second race. But the guy that won in the second one was one of these dudes. He was a pro. He brought his own helmet. Like this guy was. There are people, because I think they have like leagues and tournaments and stuff.
Oh, it's like bowling and stuff.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
It is dude, I got to get into this lifestyle. I don't know, like if there are people there multiple days a week or something, but it was just so much damn fun.
Next time we go, we definitely got to go and talk to them and pitch it to them about the idea of a Grand Prix.
I think they would totally. I think they would totally be in
wacky racing style. Everyone has to dress as a different person.
I love it, dude. We should. Oh, dude, pro wrestlers.
Pro wrestlers.
Dude, everybody's got to come dressed as a different.
Be a Rey Mysterio.
Exactly.
Vroom vroomin'.
Senning Show. You're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, buddies. This is the waterboard guy.
Hey, waterboard guy.
Hey, man, if y'all are serious about doing that and y'all invite listeners, man, I'd really like to go do that racing with y'all. I think I'd smoke y'all.
Oh, well, now you've challenged us. You've challenged our manhood and our racing capabilities. So, this is the early level of planning. I think we got to get back out there, talk to the folks that work there, and figure out how we do it. But it will be undeniably a limited ticket. So you're just
and we'll kick your ass, dog.
Yeah, thank you. Diz.
Oh, you definitely win, bro. Thanks, bro. Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.
Bro. I'll throw a red shell at your head.
He's bringing the heat already.
Good way to get in, talking down on us. But like, well, now we got to prove ourselves.
I will say. Well, I don't know if they'd want me saying this, dude. So they do like kid races, like they're separate carts. So like one time we had to stop racing so that the kids could go, dude. And this little girl, dude,
she was drifting.
No, dude.
The opposite.
Dude, she smacked the wall hard, and she was not having a good day after. Dude, it could easily I don't think you could die.
Yeah,
but you could if a car stopped in front of you at the wrong time. Like you could get into a significant accident, and I think the kids' carts were going way slower, but it was just so much damn fun. I got to get back there and try it.
I do remember when we went with the girls. Nicole's oldest, Gwen, was old enough to go by herself. So when we took off and we went around the first turn, and I came all the way back. She was already crashed at the first turn.
Yeah, and they really do. I forget they have like a saying on the front door. They're like, "This is not a game. This is not a ride. This is not this is not entertainment. This is a race." Like it is.
I mean, it's all those things.
It is all of those things. I think they just want you to know.
Come serious.
Like this is. First of all, they're fast as hell, and like I said, you got to first put on like the sleeve over your head.
Yeah,
and then you got to put on a helmet. So it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Like I felt like Denny Hamlin. I felt like I was in the car. It was a real special experience.
My go-to thing used to be in the one that would slow down when someone hits you.
Oh yeah.
Is I would purposely almost brake and you would hit me and you would slow down and I wouldn't because it's in the front end and not the back end. So
yeah, I did in the second race specifically. I cut a couple people off and I crashed at least 2 people and They seem to let it go. So I don't know if they just.
What do you mean
know.
you crashed a couple people?
Well,
like you fishtailed them.
Well, there were people in the second race. The first race seemed like there was a fair amount of professionals that knew what they were doing, and a lot of them were very, very fast. And the second one, there were just probably some casual people that were just enjoying putzing around, and it was just tough to try and pass them on the inside.
Yeah.
So I would go to pass them, and then you just hit the corner, and next thing you know, they're spun out, and it's that's their problem. Rubbin's racing, as we say.
What did you say?
Rubbin's racing.
Okay.
Rubbin is racing, and that was a big highlight of the day. We went to El Cap, which is one of my favorite meals on planet Earth, on Saturday, and then we just kind of hung out at the house. It was a big SummerSlam weekend, which I want to get into some of that stuff.
Yeah. How did Danielle do in the races?
She did much better the second time.
Okay.
The first time she was in last place, and something happened. I don't know if she got hit or spun out, but she was not happy, so she wanted her revenge. And then in the second one, I want to say she came in like 4th place, a couple spots behind me, and her lap time had gotten significantly better. So yeah, the places again, they don't pay or anything like that, but or affiliated with the program. But Tampa Bay Grand Prix in this says Pinellas Park, but I'm pretty sure that it's like
that's right down the street.
Yeah, it's more Clearwatery. I bet you that it is very, very close. I bet you it's probably less than 10 minutes from your house, which is pretty
okay.
awesome. Yeah. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, we're gonna really start the show with actual things. Dude, we had the conversation and we talked a bit a couple weeks ago about Annabelle the doll. And that did she kill her owner? This doll that has been the subject of movies, and the family, the couple from The Conjuring owned this doll, and then it killed the dude supposedly a couple weeks ago. Well, now a celebrity has bought the home where Annabelle once lived and is technically the legal guardian of Annabelle.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll tell you who that famous person is, and we'll find out if they're going to die soon. Next on Senning Show.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, you name it, we've litigated it.
And while insurance companies joke about the mayhem that occurs on roadways, we've seen the real effects. Lost lives, catastrophic injury, cars crushed like soda cans. And trust us, there's nothing funny about it.
If you've been in a crash, count on our experienced attorneys to seek full justice and all the money your case is worth.
For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Are you ready to elevate your social game? This is John Senning here for Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton, your go-to spot for fun and relaxation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is not just any hangout. It's a community social club with incredible weekly events on Wednesday, karaoke night, where you can unleash that inner rock star. On Thursday, test your knowledge with trivia night, great questions, great prizes, and even better company. You need some relaxation? Well, treat yourself on any one of their many massage nights and let your stress just melt away. Showcase your talents at open mic night or strategize with fellow enthusiasts with the ever-popular Sunday Chess Club. The night market is a must-visit with local vendors, delicious food, and handcrafted goodies that are sure to make it a night to remember. Dive into the amazing events going on at Cavo Social Club today and visit them online at thecavasocialclub.com and on social media at Cava Social Club. Cava Social Club, where your vibe attracts your tribe. Boola, baby!
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale, tropical, all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
At Achieva Credit Union, we're more than just banking. We're your neighbors. Since 1937, we've helped Florida families grow with better rates, expert advice, and real human customer service. We actually get to know you. So if a loan isn't the best move, we'll tell you. Because we do what's right for you. Open any checking account today and receive $250. Banking that puts people first, including you. Achieva Credit Union. Banking for good. Banking for you. Visit achievacu.com for more info. Certain restrictions apply. Achieva is federally insured by NCUA.
Hothead, let's bring the nail gun over here.
Jose stands tall atop his sustainable flooring company.
Totally. It's renewable and moisture resistant, but we have several green options too. Or we got some beautiful reclaimed oak.
But floored by his success, he needs to hire more installers.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
1025 The Bone and Stella Artois teamed up to find the best wings in the Bay. You voted and the results are in. Congratulations to the Cove Resort and Pub at 1242 South Cove Point in Inverness for having the best wings in the Bay. Go get a taste. Visit bestwingsinthebay.com for details.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Just trying to get my brain to function at full capacity here today.
It's hard. You don't have your chicken wrap.
Dude, without my chicken wrap, between all the brain cells I killed this past weekend. Dude, are you you ever drink a Jarrito? The soda, the Mexican soda?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so and I want to talk about it a little bit later, but we went to a new Mexican restaurant on Thursday night. Dude, and they had loaded Jarritos. So there's tons of different flavors. If you don't know, Jarrito is that's when I say it real white like. It's a Mexican soda. But so they pour a little bit out, and then they fill it up with tequila and like a splash of lime juice. And so I had that on Thursday night out somewhere, and then that just became the drink that I drunk all week. Does that make sense? The drink I drunk all weekend long. Very, very delightful. Highly recommended.
I'm a pineapple guy when it comes to those.
Dude, I did them all, I think. By the time the weekend was over, I had done grapefruit, guava, mango, pineapple. I was on a hell of a run.
Have you ever tried their cola version?
No.
Yeah, they have I think it's called Mexican cola. Let me look it up.
It's not the Mexican Coca-Cola, right? That's not that.
No.
That's not the same people.
Yeah, Doritos Mexican cola.
Oh, that's interesting.
I would want to try it.
I would try it. Yeah. I would try it, but the fruity, delightful flavors are the one that were working for me. Speaking of this past weekend, last night, I cooked up some kebabs from Wild Fork. They have a brand new line of kebabs. You can do chicken or beef. Am I correct, Diz? Did you cook some Wild Fork? Was Nicole cooking up some Wild Fork goodies on Saturday night?
A little bit of both. We had the snow crab legs from Wild Fork, and then remember Mike Olivero had some stuff,
nice.
so we mixed it both together.
I love to see it. Their crab legs are great. I love getting their snow crab legs. They've got these different mixes that are good for soups and stews of crab and octopus and shrimp and everything in it. No matter what you're looking for, from seafood to rare cuts of meat, they've got it all. Over 450 items, and I say it all the time because I mean it. The grocery stores are getting boring. Before I found Wild Fork, I was one of these guys who would just walk around the meat department at the grocery store and go, okay, I've cooked all of this a million times. Nothing sounds good. Bring some variety into your life with Wild Fork. You can order online, get it delivered, order it online and pick it up in store. Or especially if it's your first time, I'd recommend just going into the store. Locations in South Tampa, West Chase, and St. Petersburg. Always online. Check them out. We love them. WildForkFoods.com. I saw Zombie Scott, Solar Dude from Twitter. He made a trip up from Cape Coral and did a hell of a shopping spree at Wild Fork and got some wild stuff. I saw he got some duck and some other things that I haven't been brave enough to try. But whatever you're in the mood for, they got it. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who this be?
Hey, this is David.
Hey, David. What's going on today, my friend?
Hey, I was just wondering if you guys had any information on why the 3-6 Mafia, Bone Thugs, and Tech 9 show was canceled.
I did get the word. Did you know that already, Diz?
No.
I did get the word from my inside source yesterday, who I think they've known for a minute because he hit me up and he said, hey, dude, I didn't want to bum you out on your birthday, but just so you know, they canceled it, I think a couple days ago, and the official word just came out. The answer is not pretty, dude. It didn't sell any tickets. It sold like no tickets. I won't share my number, but he told me the number of tickets that it sold, and that would have been a bad show. I'll put it to you like this. It would have been bad sales for the show if they were at Janice. Let me put it to you. Yeah. Let me put it to you like that. So,
wow.
Yeah, I'm bummed, dude. Right. I was majorly looking forward to that. I thought it was going to be fun. I also thought it seemed possibly a little bold for the Amp. I was hoping that they were going to reschedule it to another venue, but from what I can tell, it's just canceled.
All right, well, let's meet up at the Method Man Red Man show in December then.
All right, deal. I bet you Tech 9 makes an appearance before that. He seems to come around a lot. I don't know.
I didn't know Red and Meth are going on tour.
Yeah, they are coming back. I think
December 18th. I just looked it up.
Yeah. I don't know if it was this past weekend or if it's this weekend, but the Gathering of the Juggalos, whoop whoop, is coming up in all. Oh yeah, it's in a couple weeks, August 13th through the 16th. All of those guys are on the Gathering of the Juggalos. Bone Thugs,
oh really?
36, Tech 9.
Come through, dog.
Yeah, Tech 9 is like pretty much headlining one of the nights of the Gathering of the Juggalos. And
where's that?
It's in a legit, dude. It's in like a field in Ohio, I think. Legend Valley, Thornville, Ohio. I think the idea is they get as far away from civilization so that they can just do all of the drugs and all of the debauchery and all of the bizarre things that go into the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Do people like get tents and stay out there?
Oh yeah, dude. I would say most of them do. Lured by the mysterious forces of the Dark Carnival, you can find yourself standing at the gateway to a place both cosmic and eternal. From beyond the strange entrance, there spills a sublime medley of lights and sounds. This goes on for quite some time. It's the Gathering of the Juggalos, 25th anniversary, a milestone unlike any that has come before it. From its humble start in Novi, Michigan, to wherever the hell it is now. I don't know what it will take for me to get there, but one day I will go to the gathering.
Oh, you've never been?
No, dude. It's wild. Like
I thought you went, and that's how you.
No,
the soda thing was like
no.
a big thing you knew about.
Well, no,
because of
they
that.
do it at their shows. ICP does it at their shows, but I've never been to a gathering. And I mean, it's a commitment, and you would have to be prepared to be outside of your comfort zone at least a little bit for a couple days, because I think these people are just as good as they are. There's good people. Family, if you will. Dude, the drugs that are out there and the insanity, the sex, just so many different things you have to be mentally prepared for at the gathering of the Juggalos.
I would go with you and like Drew like a joke to be like, we're here at the Juggalo. I'm not wearing the paint though.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
What am I, Kev?
No, you don't have to do that, but I think that would be the way to do it. Is we get tons of content, we stream live while we're out there, like we just make a whole spectacle of it. I think because I wouldn't feel comfortable taking Danielle.
No,
I don't think
neither
I would.
I.
She wouldn't want to go first and foremost, but secondly, and not that I think she's going to be ravaged by a Juggalo or anything. I just think that it's probably a smidge outside of her comfort zone.
Yeah, it's not really bring your girl type of event unless your girl is really into that type of stuff.
Unless she is a full-blown Juggalo.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'd love to talk to somebody locally that's traveling to the gathering of the Juggalos on August 13th to know like what you pack, what you prepare, how many different drugs you bring. I know, it used to be the tours like Grateful Dead and stuff was big on the nitrous.
Yeah.
I think the Juggalos are big on nitrous, but the kids are big on nitrous now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a weird thing. So the bonfire, I used to listen to that all the time when it was Dan Soder and Big J. Now it's Big J, obviously, and Robert Kelly. Big J goes to these.
Dude, between Big J, the whole Legion of Skanks is like almost directly connected to the Juggalo universe now. There's a big crossover.
He went like last year or the year before for the first time, and he's like, I honestly didn't know what to expect. And then when I went, he goes, I had a great time.
Dude, he's up there as like one of the headliners. Like, I mean, Big J is on stage at some point. I just watched the newest episode of the Regs with Louis J. Gomez, and he came in with a custom Juggalo jersey that ICP had given. And all of these artists that I've never heard of before. You ever heard of Lardy B?
No.
There's no way in hell that she's
Lardy. The Detroit rapper girl.
No, not that. You talking about the girl that had the problem with the
Uber?
No. That was somebody. That was Dank DeMoss.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Dank DeMoss. This woman. There's no way in hell we're going to be able to play any of this music. But this is Lardy B. I Still Think About You. What's the over under before I have to dump it?
Oh, it's like the bingo.
Yeah.
What's it called? The hillbilly bingo they play on Caltech?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say 40 seconds.
40 seconds?
I think we're going to get 40 seconds.
Dude, I'm going to go no more than 15.
Okay.
Took my heart, shattered it into pieces. Right from the start.
Is this serious?
You had me wrapped around your finger. Now I'm mashing out a cigarette. And I don't even smoke.
It's pretty good.
This isn't bad.
Yeah.
Regret, but I can't drink alone.
This isn't at all what I was waiting for.
Neither was I.
Dude, by the way, and I'm going to touch on it a little bit later when we talk about the Jelly Roll stuff. Did you see that Cardi B was the host of the first night of SummerSlam?
No.
Yeah, dude. Not for me.
I heard her and Stephon Diggs aren't separated.
Oh, well, I didn't see him. He
yeah,
wasn't.
she posted some photo, and he posted like in the comments, he's like, I can smell the BBL.
Oh,
and
he
put
did?
like a tongue out.
Oh, no.
And she's like, that's how I got you, baby.
Oh, no. Now, this one is Lardy B, but this one is called WAP.
Okay,
So
I'm going to go 12 seconds.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, are these rolls? Are these rolls?
Put the rolls in my mouth. Put the rolls in my mouth. Put the rolls in my mouth. Put the rolls in my mouth.
I said, you know I like to eat 11 days a week. Wings and pizza. Stuff that crust with extra cheese. Yeah.
I got to see what she looks like.
Lardy B.
Lardy B.
Yeah, we feasting on some wings and pizza. I'm so hungry, I can't stop. Bring that wings and pizza. Give me all the rent you got for that wings and pizza.
This is more what I was expecting.
Yeah, a raunchier, but
yeah.
Eat Parmesan right off the plate. Red pepper flakes got me sweating hard. Wings so hot, making me cry. Dabba the Reaper, I wanna die. Lemon and pepper, all on my fries.
All right, I think I've heard it.
It's kind of funny.
I think she's not bad. I mean, it's not that first song would I think I could have heard that on the radio and not been shocked by it. I'm looking who else is on the that you would be impressed by on the Gathering of the Juggalos.
Any famous hip hop artists, like besides the 3-6 and all.
Onyx.
Okay.
Ra the Rugged Man.
Don't know who that is.
Tech Nine, already mentioned him. Waka Flocka.
Oh, whatever happened to him?
Waka Flocka in the building. Yeah, that may be about as big as it gets. You know Waco the Kid?
No.
Yeah, me neither. So that's it. I teased it before the break, and the timing is just so insane on this because if you missed us talking about it I think it was just a couple weeks ago, a guy who was a part of the touring event where they take Annabelle the doll, this haunted doll, that goes back to the Warrens Occult Museum. This is the couple that the movie The Conjuring was based on. The whole series was based on. He died suddenly on a tour stop a couple weeks ago. And then through that, we found out that other weird things had happened when it stopped in New Orleans. This house burnt down, this kind of historical house burnt down. And then the inmates escaped from the prison when Annabelle was in town. And there are people that believe when Annabelle comes to town, it does bad things. Bad things happen in those areas. And then ultimately this guy died without much reason. Well, enter comedian Matt Rife, of all people, if I made a list of the people that I can foresee doing something like this, Matt Rife is not at the top of the list. But what do you know? He is the one who now is the guardian of Annabelle and owns the Warren house.
Hey guys, super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what is this all?
It's just interesting. Obviously, he's about as famous as you can be as a stand-up comedian. He's doing arenas. He's very, very popular. He's got specials on Netflix. He's got the money, but
girls
it's just,
love him.
Yeah, girls love him. But it's almost like, what can you gain? Like,
That's what I was
what
thinking.
would be like? You don't need to make the money off of whatever they're going to do. Like, money has no place in this. So even if it's an interest of yours, a high level interest, and you believe in it, that's the thing that gets me. If you believe in this stuff as much as you have to be the one to want to own it, are you not worried that it could ruin your life or ruin your career or maybe even kill you like it did the last guy?
Yeah, 100%. If you believe in the lore of it, now you're putting yourself in trouble. So what's the payoff? Is it just because, there's tons of content now I can have with the people that show up to these things, the interactions, what actually comes from this thing, if there's weird things that happen to me? But I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a, let's see what else he's got to say here.
It means that Elton Castay and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's Home and Occult Museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warren's house and investigate the house and the history of the house as well as the museum.
Whoa.
Any idea of how much I have the numbers here, the estimate. Any idea?
Oh, you
Did you see it?
I do not think I did not see the number anywhere. No.
So this was on Realtor.com, and it's estimated to be about $600,000 essentially.
You think that he pays more for the the guardianship to all of the creepy dolls and stuff like that?
Oh, well, he said he doesn't own the dolls.
Well, I know, but he said he is the legal guardian. So do you think that because something's happening where you're at least, I don't know if you're leasing it or what the hell you're doing, but I bet you they throw in an extra charge for being in charge of those.
I would imagine so.
They should pay you. They should pay you for keeping control of this doll that may or may not be killing people.
This dark spirit. Now you can own it for the low price, and now things go bad in your life. I don't get the payoff.
Imagine, though. Tell me this isn't just the greatest way to start the next Conjuring movie, where comedian buys it
as a joke,
and then as a joke, and because he's funny, he's into it, and then the demon like takes over his body when he's on stage, and he then starts doing like group possessions. He starts possessing like 10,000 people at a time as he's doing live performances or whatever it may be. It's a very, very bizarre thing. And the New England Society for Psychic Research was founded in 1952 by Ed and Lorraine. They investigated dozens of cases. The Amityville Horror was a big one. And obviously, if you've watched The Conjuring, all of those stories in there. They started the museum with all of these artifacts and relics from their investigations. Their collection was being overseen by their son-in-law, who also leads up the New England Society of Psychic Research now. You've got to wonder, and maybe this question has been answered, is this directly related to the guy dying? Like, did they want to get out of the business of owning all of this stuff or having to worry about it because it killed this guy?
Probably, but then why would they try to sell it and put that on someone else?
Well, I mean, better you than, or better someone else, I guess, than you. I mean, it was her. What did I just say? It was somebody within the family that was controlling it still.
You would think I guess they're trying to make a payday out of this, because I would assume if we owned all these things and something started happening, people were dying, I'd go, well, we got to burn it all.
Yeah.
Why would I sell this to someone else?
Why not? Why not just do that? That would be the safer way, but there's probably a lot of money to be made, but I just don't think Matt Rife needs it. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, guys, what's up? This is Colton.
Hey, Colton, what's going on today, buddy?
Oh, nothing much. I was just going to give a little bit of information here. So Matt Rife, actually, I got in a little Ghost Adventures wormhole the other night, and he was on an episode doing a lockdown. And I guess Matt Rife got like a background in doing paranormal investigations and stuff like that. So it wasn't just like super random out of the blue.
Right, because his buddy that he talks about in the video, he's the guy from Ghost Adventures, right? The guy that he...
It is, yep, Zach Bagans.
Yeah, that's it's very interesting. I mean, whether or not you have an interest in it or not, it's an interesting move to make, because I just feel like if you really believe in it, then you're putting yourself in a potentially not so great position if one of these evil beings enters you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be risking trying to get something attached to me personally.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing too, is we never think about. Thank you for the call. We talk about aliens. We talk about. I'm just trying to think of things that are within the realm of lore and kind of paranormal. We talk about aliens, and we've got legitimate Harvard astronomers right now who are saying maybe there's this alien ship coming towards Earth. And then I love talking about Bigfoot, and there are actual legitimate scientists that work for universities that research primates and things like that. You never hear ghosts talked about from a legitimate research standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, you never hear of people out there like, we're here to prove the existence of ghosts. And then once you get there, like, what does that mean? Like, what does it mean if somehow we could widely accept the fact that ghosts and demons and all of those different things are real? Like, how does that fit into our life then if we prove that?
So you're saying kind of like how last week the Harvard professor came out and was like, there's aliens, they're coming, blah, blah, blah. How come there's no paranormal stuff that we hear from professors and scientists in that community?
There just doesn't seem to be a yearning to prove them true. Like, in everything else, there's a corner of it. And I guess maybe that's what these people on the TV shows want to do. But there's just not I don't know that I've ever seen on a news story or in any other, large scale platform, scientists coming out and saying, well, we're doing a research study on ghosts and demons and what's really going on here. And maybe Matt Rife is going to be the one to bring the truth to the forefront. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hi, this is Jim.
Jim, what's up, buddy?
So about 30 years ago, we lived up in Connecticut. That's where the Warrens are from. And anyway, we lived in, it was once an old schoolhouse that was remodeled. And And so they made it into like a 3-bedroom, 2-car garage. But originally it was around since the 1700s. And my wife, I was traveling a lot then, and she seeing these children that are showing up like ghost things. And I'm thinking, oh, come on, Lise, what are you drinking again? You know?
Damn it, Lise.
But anyway, she said the dogs perked up. The dogs sensed something before she did. So anyway, we found out, and 2 kids got killed. A branch came down back in the early 1900s and killed 2 kids. So anyway, the Warrens, we went to hear them speak at the local high school.
Oh, wow. What year is this again?
This probably would have been in the early 90s, maybe.
Okay.
Somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s. And so anyway, you know, they did their presentation because one of them's a demonologist and one's a clairvoyant. I forgot which is which. So they were talking about their various disciplines. And anyway, my wife came up afterwards and they basically gave her advice. They said, well, they're probably friendly. Tell them to go back to where they came from.
Hell yeah, America, baby.
It was like really weird. But anyway, I'll be quick about this. So 2 more things. So
thank you, sir. Your call was great. I was excited about the aliens. We said send them back where they came from, build the wall. I feel you. And I just had to cut you short. Normally, if we do ghost stories, we do it under the Gong Show rules.
Yeah.
So we weren't really opening up to ghost stories, but I let you go for a bit. Appreciate the call.
What is the most haunted state, do you think?
It's got to be
according to ghost sightings. Is this thing I'm looking at?
It's got to be. Where is it? Is it Massachusetts?
No, that's actually very.
Is it
low? Actually, it's in top 20.
Is it Connecticut?
No.
Is it
Connecticut? Is in the bottom.
Is it
10.
Tennessee?
No, these are all like things I would kind of think.
Yeah.
I would have thought Virginia.
Yeah.
Up there. Virginia's 10th. It's Texas, California, Ohio, Michigan's 4th.
That's interesting, and you almost have to wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that those 2 are the biggest. If they're just going off sightings, because then it's just the most people. You know what I mean? The most people having encounters just because there's the most people living
per capita. Yeah. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, all the smaller ones, like the ones that aren't like Hawaii's near the end, and Alaska and Delaware.
Where is Florida?
Florida is top 20. It's like 15th.
It does seem like there'd be like a lot of crackheads thinking they saw a ghost here, even if they didn't really.
It's the fentanyl. Just getting to them.
Yeah, that old fentanyl strain. Those fentanyl ghosts will get you every time. All right, I'm going to do something. This just came to me. A pick your own adventure of sorts. I've got 3 things that we could potentially talk about, and I'm going to let the chat on YouTube decide.
Ooh, I like this.
We've got a Michael Jackson artifact that sold for more money than I can fathom, and we'll talk about memorabilia and artifacts and things like that. I've got a list of movies that were made in Tampa Bay that you may have not known were made in Tampa Bay. And the third option is, what is the best job to do while you're high on cocaine?
I know my pick.
You put your offerings in the chat room on the 102.5 The Bone Senning Show YouTube channel, and whichever has the most votes, we'll dig into it next with more Senning Show. Keep it locked to The Bone. You know, change is a part of life. No matter what you're into, there's a chance it's changing all the time. I love music, and music is changing constantly. Songs get rewritten, the classics remixed, reperformed. Bands and artists come and go. Depending on the time of year, your taste in music might even change. But no matter how much things change in the next 5 years, there's one thing that will stay the same for the next 5 years, and that's the price of your internet. Xfinity is introducing a 5-year price guarantee. It means you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with the best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. If you're surprised, congratulations. Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, lock it in, guaranteed. Learn more at Xfinity.com/deals.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives on 102.5 The Bone. The cars. The drivers.
I'm not surprised, and anybody who is should rethink their NASCAR knowledge.
And all the left turns you can handle. Race Day Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ulm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer lets you easily compare direct rates from different insurance companies, so you can be confident you're getting the right one, even if it's not with Progressive. Way more confident than you were when you tried online gaming. Who knew 12-year-old boys could be so mean? And where did they learn to swear like that? 2 hours of losing to these underage trash talkers, and you're starting to question if maybe you really should stick to pickleball and other boomer stuff. So use Progressive's Auto Quote Explorer and be confident you're getting insurance that's right for you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready and where you always wanted it to be with my friends at Waterman Properties, your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or even repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. There's personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Visit their website today at watermanproperties.net or give them a call at 813-715-7383. That's watermanproperties.net or 813-715-7383 and tell them Mike Galta sent you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Ready to elevate your everyday? Quince has the Luxe Staples Insider Swear By, minus the markup. From 100% European linen styles and 14-karat gold jewelry to gorgeous leather bags and elevated home finds, Quince has it all. And by partnering directly with top artisans and ethical factories, Quince delivers premium quality at half the cost of similar brands. Discover everyday luxury without the markup at Quince. Go to quince.com/style upgrade for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/style upgrade.
You're not at your house. You're at a lavish seaside estate. You're not walking the dog. You're hunting for clues in an Agatha Christie mystery. See it differently with BritBox. Stream an endlessly entertaining collection of British TV, including new original series, Ludwig, starring David Mitchell.
Bit awkward, really. I think I might just have solved a murder.
And Outrageous, a scandalous true story.
Seems there's a political extremist in every family these days.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
It's Briscoe, Keselowski, and
Just got to get to the line. Just got to get to the line.
The line is now in sight. Off turn 4 comes William Byron. Does he have enough? You betcha he does! William Byron! So close, but so good! And Hendrick Motorsports celebrate. William Byron wins the Iowa Corn 350, powered by ethanol and powered all the way to the line.
Vroom, vroom. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Get up in the chat room at the Bone YouTube. Senning Show streams live every single day. The degenerates in the chat room, of course, wanted to talk about jobs that you can do while high on cocaine. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, from what I've heard, and we'll dig into that in just a moment. Shout out to Willie B, William Byron, one of my favorites, who won the race yesterday. Dude, I struggle with whether or not to talk about this because I want to be in the good graces of NASCAR, and I have a feeling like if they heard me saying these things, they wouldn't like it. But I've got to just keep it 100. And I saw a lot of it yesterday on social media, and anybody who spoke out immediately, people were calling them xenophobic or hateful or all these different things. So I knew it was going to happen, and I didn't know when it was going to happen. But the NASCAR coverage on television, and maybe this is a blessing, and I'll tell you why in just a second. The NASCAR coverage on television went to NBC. It went to the NBC family of channels. So this one was on USA. Some of them will be on NBC proper. And with that, they bring in this guy on the commentary.
To go.
Blue switch.
And 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Is there enough gas in the tank for William Byron?
And I said it early on before I knew much about NASCAR, and I was prepared to change my mind, and I don't know what it is. I can't do the Australian accent on my NASCAR on my NASCAR. I just cannot. I cannot do it, dude. I cannot do it. And this guy is supposedly like the best of the best. His name is Lee Diffie. People consider him the best play-by-play commentator of motorsports in the world. And he used to do F1 and all of that. And I don't know what it says about me. It feels unnatural to have an Australian's voice calling a NASCAR race.
Yeah, build the wall. You want to keep it American and homegrown, baby.
I mean, you're saying it, and I feel like I don't mean it that way, but I do. Is there any wiggle room for me to be right and not, or is there any wiggle room for me to not be as wrong as it feels like it is?
Well, I love Australian accents on guys, and I hate them on girls. And you flip that, British accents, hate on guys, love on women. So I'm all for the Australian accents. I think it's so funny. The Shane Gillis thing. Anytime you hear Australian talk, it's just funny to me.
I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh. I don't want to laugh when I'm watching my NASCAR. Let me hear this guy a little bit more. I think this is another clip of him. Not from this week's race, but
Being at the front of this field. 1 to go here in Daytona.
Never check
Daytona.
Three wide in that second lane, that second line.
so I will tell you what I did yesterday.
Is that country guy good to you though? Second line.
Yes.
Okay.
He's very good. The thing was that I did yesterday, and I would encourage anybody else who, maybe you're ashamed to share your opinion because you're going to be labeled, a hate-filled Nazi. But, dude, I put on the Bone. I had the TV on, and then I put the Bone on the big speaker, and I just had the Bone radio coverage going with the TV in the background.
It's funny because I was listening to some of the Bone because I had to go out to grab some stuff, and I was listening. I was like, I forgot we do NASCAR.
Dude, it's so good, and I have to say they seem to have this whole process where, and I'd love to get these guys on one day. They like have people all around the track, so the commentators, the play-by-play, are constantly handing it off. So it's like, I'm this guy on this corner, and then this guy goes next and talks about what he's seeing on this end of the track, and then it goes to this guy, and I think there's 3 or 4 people, and it's just constantly rotating as the cars go around the track. People have eyes on exactly what's happening.
So what would one say? So give me a little taste of what the first one would say.
Well, the first one would say, be like, oh, we got Carson Hocevar coming off turn 2. Looks like Kyle Larson's giving him a fight for that number 13 spot. And
then turn 3, I'd be like, yeah, they're still turning left, John. I see all the cars. They look like they're going left.
What side of this team are you on?
Well, I just think it's funny that like the whole thing, it's like, why wouldn't it just be 2 guys?
But
you know
things are happening. Things are constantly happening.
So can the guys on turn 1 not see what's happening on turn 5?
Well, if you follow the way that a circle works, there's not a turn 5.
Well,
or
0.5.
I don't like the tone you're taking. Okay. I don't like the fact that I speak out against one Australian commentator, and all of a sudden you've turned on the Vroom Vroom community. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
We're very accepting in my Vroom Vroom community. That's the way I look at it.
Dude, it's bad. It's bad. But the thing is that I have.
You're like, get out this Australian and this Bubba Wallace boy.
I have, dude. By the way, Bubba Wallace came up from like 32nd to 6th on the last green flag.
I watched some of it. My boy is in the back. I go, why am I watching this?
Dude, he got up there. He got up there, and they didn't talk about it enough. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Kevin, Sarasota.
What up, Kev?
2 things. Well, first off, I grew up with racing and stuff with my dad growing up. And nobody that's a purist likes Lee Diffie. Period.
And I went down the rabbit hole of people bitching about him on social media yesterday, and there's tons of people doing it, and then there's just tons of people going, "You're a xenophobe. You're hate-filled. You don't want this sport to grow." And it's just, I don't think it's that. I think people just have preferences, and I prefer not to hear his dumbass voice.
Yeah, and then the whole thing about the jobs high.
Oh yeah,
on cocaine.
Yeah.
I would say pitching in the playoffs for the Mets high on coke would probably do it.
I think it's baseball. Right?
Thank you. Yeah.
This is vroom vroom, not.
Yeah. We're vrooming. We're not. We haven't made it.
What would
there.
Baseball be? Ding ding. You hit the bat.
Dinging.
Yeah, this is
knocking.
a dinging radio.
Well, we got to work on that. The principal of Leto High School in Tampa.
Leto.
In Tampa is under arrest after facing several charges, including possession of cocaine. Now, we may not know for 100% certainty that he was working while he was on cocaine, but let's say that he was. Principal, school professional, like, does that seem like a job that would lend itself to being high on cocaine?
So my friend noticed this before me because he was in these streets selling the thing. But we absolutely at Alonzo had a teacher that would do cocaine. And I didn't notice until like one day we came in and all our desks were facing, her desk was up by the whiteboard. We came in, all our desks were facing away, like turned around. I was like, what? And he goes, Mrs. Black, that was her name, is always on cocaine. I'm like, there's no way.
So she just started moving desks?
Yeah.
Like she got a little busy energy to just start moving the desks?
He goes, she would absolutely bend over like in her seat at the desk. And
just do a little
open
bumpski?
a little drawer and like do a bump and then go back to like acting normal at the thing. And once he said that, it all made sense. I was like, oh yeah, she definitely is.
This timeline is crazy. So Temple Terrace police arrested this guy Saturday morning. He's been charged with driving under the influence, possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia. In a post on July 8th,
yeah.
Hillsborough County Schools congratulated the man, Hazlitt for being named principal at the school. I hope that students will remember the one thing about is being 100% preventable, said, this is a friend. This is from the Mothers Against Drunk Driving. The arrest was made at 1:40 Saturday morning. Never a good time to be out and about. In 2018, this guy led a new international school in Vietnam before coming back to Hillsborough schools in 2019. Like, is this enough to define a man? Like, he did something really, really bad. But like, if you do good things your whole life and you're working with kids and you've opened schools in Vietnam, probably about different levels of education to parts of the world that have never really gotten it, and then you have a wild night where you drink too much and you got a little cocaine. Like, does that mean you're just a drug-riddled drunk for the rest of your life rather than the good things that you actually did? And I'm not simping for this guy. I'm just looking at his his track record of being pretty damn impressive up until the day he got busted with coke.
I think if it was marijuana or even drinking, they might have worked with him through this and be like, maybe there's some wiggle room. You just got caught the wrong day driving. Maybe you didn't even blow that high, so we're willing to overlook that. Marijuana, it's basically almost legal across all the states, if not even just in the medical way. But cocaine, that's a strong class of drug right there.
What is the best job to do while high on cocaine? Best case scenario is it's your job and you do it high on cocaine. 800-771-1025. Mike O's hooked it up with a bunch of great tickets. Kesha at the Amp, Cage the Elephant for the NBT Legends Show, as well as Little Big Town at the Amp on August 22nd. I'm willing to part with any tickets you might be interested in for your take and your story.
First job, I'd say radio.
I mean, you are talking. I mean, what better to help you talk than be on a little bumpski?
I heard a lot of them back in the day, 70s, 80s. They would all just do bumps before they started. Probably even now.
I'm sure. Yeah, I don't think we got any coke people in here now. Well, I mean, not that I feel like are on coke every day on the radio.
Okay, that's more of an acceptable way to say it.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
It's Brian. What's up, guys?
Hey, Brian. What's going on, buddy?
First of all, that principle sounds cool. Second of all, you could sell cars real well with it.
Oh, I have heard that. Keeps you motivated, keeps you on your toes all day long.
There used to be a track store. I used to go to a nightclub outside of Chicago, and I'd show up there around 12:30, 1 o'clock, and this store sold 1,000 cars a month, Chevy store, and there'd be guys running around a lot like little roaches, just running around a lot at 12:31 in the morning. And I found out their bonus was an 8-ball for a hat trick.
Well, it sounds like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. You get the bonus, you get the 8-ball, you sell more cars. Sounds like a deal.
And second, you got to take Dizzy to a real race. I thought the same thing about NASCAR. I went to the Brickyard years ago for the first time. When you see 12 hillbillies going around a corner at 190 miles an hour, bumping into each other, it becomes really exciting.
And he'll get there. And today I think he's just lashing out because I spoke ill of the Australians. But I mean, dude, it's like in a couple weeks. Daytona's in a couple weeks. So if we were going to make it there, we need to start locking in. We need to start locking in plans.
Let's get some dates arranged.
I think it's like the 13th, 4th. Dude, it might not. Dude, it might be like next weekend.
Oh,
hold on. So this is the 4th. This week is the 8th. Yeah. I got to figure it out. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Hey, guys. This is Mike out of Lakeland.
Out of where?
Lakeland.
Lakeland. What's going on in Lakeland today, buddy?
No better than to do that. You got me?
I got you loud and clear, brother.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Hey, big fan of the show. Want to congratulate both your guys on the meteoric rides over there.
Thank you.
Well deserved and awesome stuff.
I love it. Thank you. Appreciate that.
On the cocaine tip, back in the day, we used to finish a lot of concrete, and it kept us rolling. And we'd say we had to get more coke so we could work more hours, so we could earn more money, so we could get more. And it just never stopped, man.
Yeah. How is the body holding up? I'm not super well versed in like the body's reaction to coke when you're like busting your ass. So I mean, you're working hard, you're sweating. Cocaine just ease all of the pain and just let you go, or do you eventually just hit a brutal wall?
Yeah, I think the wall is the end all be all. I think it just once you get into a bad cycle like that, there's no easy way out of it. I think all of the guys that I used to do that stuff with, I think we all kind of learned a valuable lesson that it's just not a good thing to do to your body, to your mentality either. It's a terrible way to live, honestly.
It'll get you. I appreciate the call. Dude, the new thing is Adderall. Like Adderall essentially made coke like palatable for the masses. And I mean, I was prescribed Adderall like fresh so 8th grade was the first time I ever got prescribed Adderall. And then I had it in some form or fashion through high school. And then once I got into, community college and all of that, I had it. And it is just wild how many kids get that. And I know that when you really, really need it, it doesn't just have the effect of a methamphetamine, but that's ultimately what it is. Like people that do coke that have had Adderall, that especially if they just snort it, they go, this is essentially the same thing.
I imagine Adderall is basically just, the way I look at it is underground rap and cocaine's the mainstream rap. It's like,
or the other way around at this point, however you look at it. I did find a list, and that guy was right on the money based on studies and surveys. Construction workers, some of the highest cocaine uses.
It might be a requirement now in construction. Like, do you do heavy cocaine? No, well, this ain't the job.
I just think it would be tough to do it outside in Florida
because of the heat.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of vibe you're looking for when you're doing coke, but I just feel like being coked out of your mind, working out in the heat, seems like a recipe for death.
But I feel like the labor would go so fast to you.
Maybe
you're just running through the ideas of whatever you're doing, and by the lunch break, you do another bump, and you're ready to finish the day.
You're ready through it. Food service and hospitality.
Yeah.
Bartenders, servers.
Cooks.
The late night shifts and things like that. A little bumps to get you through. Arts and entertainment. So, I mean,
radio.
Yeah, radio, arts, really TV people. Company management, administration.
Okay, well, we saw the principal.
And waste management. Waste management. Are those my people? Are those my garbage men? You telling me the garbage men are coked up?
Man.
Real estate, rental agencies, leasing companies.
I never would have thought real estate.
I think anything. To me, like it's interesting that construction workers are at the top of the list, only because I think normally of the cocaine work use being like a white collar thing.
Yeah.
Like we're work on the stock market. We're doing that. We're churning in the office all day. Truckers are on the list as well. I can see need a little something to keep you awake on the late nights.
Just got a text from I guess someone who likes to do coke during construction. Won't say the name, but they said coke in the heat, not that bad.
Senning Show, you're live on the air.
Hey, what's up? This is TW out of Braden, Kentucky.
TW, Braden, Kentucky. What's going on, man?
What's going on? My ex, I was married to a teacher for 20 years. I seen her from first grade all the way to being principal now. Teachers do every and anything. I was their connection to the street.
Oh.
They say they are so stressed out because of these kids driving them crazy and they can't do anything. So
I kind of get it. Not that I get it. Like I understand why they're doing it. Thank you for the call. Your phone connection is kind of terrible, but it kind of goes along the lines of all the teachers having sex with their students.
Yeah.
Like I think there is and I can't put my finger on the pulse because and I like to say, and I will say, so many good teachers out there doing God's work, underpaid, underappreciated. We're getting ready to go back to school. You're fighting to get parents to buy school supplies for their kids. You're doing God's work. But other than those teachers, there's this new age teacher that seems to be ready to party, maybe almost reliving their high school days.
Yeah,
is an element of it as well.
100%.
And then tying into that is the teachers that are having sex with their students, often accompanied by drugs.
Yeah,
like a lot of how many times we've heard, oh, they were getting these kids weed or weed pens or coke or whatever along with whatever else they were doing. I wonder if it's less about wanting it or needing it for your actual job and more your job leading you to a place to where you will do those drugs, just a different pathway rather than I feel like I need to be coked up to teach kids all day.
Girl who used to do the podcast with me, she used to strip.
And she said there was one time when I was like, I'll never forget it. I was at the strip club and I was on stage and I did like this crawl to the side. I picked my head up and she's like, and so-and-so, our math teacher was there. I was like,
man.
what? And she goes, yeah, man. Frequent's there all the time. Always ask for a dance. I'm like, well, that's creepy.
I
if you used to teach this girl and now you're like, let me get a dance, baby.
I thought you were going to highlight the high level of cocaine use in a strip club because strippers notoriously like coke, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm not stepping out of bounds by saying that.
I imagine at a strip club, the two most prevalent drugs are cocaine and Molly and like X.
Even over weed?
Over weed, I think.
Because then you're just rolling. You're just having the time of your life.
Exactly.
And,
you're probably into the people looking and slapping on your ass and throwing money. And like weed is probably when you leave to decompress.
To wind it down.
Yeah,
you keep the party going all night. And then when it's time to go, you hit yourself with a blizzy and bring it on down. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I've never done it. Never done it. I said I was twice. I said I was open to rubbing it on my gums one day under the right circumstance.
Like in a movie?
Yeah, that's as far as I'd go, and I don't think I even have it in me to do that. Part of it because I just feel like that window has passed me by, and secondly, I don't want to die.
Yeah,
I don't want to. Dude, what a bummer it would be to make it to almost 40 years old having never done it, and then the headline reads: "Local radio personality overdoses on fentanyl-laced cocaine." Like I don't want that to be what everybody remembers me for when I chose to not really do it my whole life.
I tried it twice in my 20s. The first time it was when I was visiting here, and it was with my childhood friend, and he's like, man, you got to do a bump with your boy. You're never going to be back here for a while, blah, blah, blah.
Bump with your boy.
Yeah, it didn't take me much to talk me into it. I was like, all right, man, I'll try it. Hated it. Hate the drip. That's what,
Yeah. Get down in there.
Didn't feel anything from it. So then I think another year or two later, someone was like, man, try some with me. And I was like, man, it didn't do nothing. Goes, that good stuff. Tried it, nothing. Like, it's just the drip. I didn't feel any different.
Like you're immune to cocaine is what you're saying. It very well might be.
High tolerance.
It might be. Yeah, I don't. I think it's passed me by. I mean, anything's possible. You catch me on a wild night, 2-3 in the morning. I'm already far enough down the road. Anything's possible. I'm not saying offer it to me. But I'm saying stranger things.
Give it a try. Yeah, give it a try.
Bring a test kit too. Don't try to come at me without a test kit.
Yeah. John wants that 100% pure Bogota, Colombia snow.
And even that might not be good enough. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I got to talk about it. The biggest thing to come out of my weekend, and a lot of people are talking about it on a national level, I've been piling on Jelly Roll. I've been speaking ill of Jelly Roll. Well, he got into the ring, the WWE wrestling ring for SummerSlam on Saturday night. I'll share some audio and my thoughts coming up next as we make way for John's Joints coming up at 3 o'clock. Get up in the chat room at the 1025 The Bone YouTube channel. We like to crest 200 right around this time. We're sitting at 196. Get us over 200. Get in the chat room. Shout out to Ron, Jesse, LS Dreams, Ruli V, Ron Slater, Vanessa. Thank you guys for hanging in there. It is hot out there if you didn't know it, and our air conditioners are fighting for their lives, legitimately. You need a checkup. You probably do, even if you don't know that you do. And you need to go with Hawkins Service Co. You can get their back-to-school AC tune-up just in time for fall. You need a new system? Well, you can get $1,500 off and a free Wi-Fi thermostat. And for cleaner air that's pumping all the time, you want to make sure your ducts are clean, get free duct sanitizing with any duct cleaning. They really do cover it all, whether it's plumbing, HVAC, pool repair. They really will take care of you. They've done tons of stuff in my home and in my pool. They're reliable, professional. One call handles it all. Give them a call today, 813-445-8209. You can even book online, HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
You're listening to Senning Show on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Are you stuck with medical bills after an accident that wasn't your fault? I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'll fight to make sure those responsible pay, not you. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Time is almost up. John Senning from my friends at Solar Bear. Yes, the federal solar tax credit is going away this year. This isn't a scare tactic, it's reality. The government incentive that makes going solar more affordable is being phased out. But you've still got time to lock in the full credit if you act right now. They'll handle everything fast, clean, and more affordable than ever because Solar Bear is giving no payments for 12 months. Do not wait until it's too late. Beat the deadline, save thousands, and power your home the smart way. Call Solar Bear today or visit solarbear.com.
Celebrate your love this summer at International Diamond Center and get a free romantic getaway on us. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time at IDC. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free trip. It's a great time to get that engagement ring and let IDC buy your honeymoon. Here's how it works. If you spend $3,500, IDC will give you a 3-day, 2-night hotel getaway with a $100 Visa card for spending. Choose from a dozen romantic cities. Or spend $5,000 on her jewelry and IDC will give you a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2. Spend $10,000 and you'll get a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort. Choose from 4 countries. Listen, if you're getting engaged, celebrating an anniversary, or just want to get away for some romance, IDC has it covered. You buy the ring, we'll give the getaway. Hurry, this is a limited time offer. Details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center in Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota.
August is Bowl Fest all month long at Pin Chasers. Until Labor Day, you buy one game of bowling, you get one free. And on Labor Day itself, a marathon, $12 for unlimited bowling between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. on Labor Day. You can reserve a lane and get more information by going to pinchasers.net and celebrate Bowl Fest all month long.
Bowling, food, and fun at Pin Chasers.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mike Calder for my friends at Lifeguard Imaging. One moment you're living your life, the next you're being told you have cancer, or your heart just stops. No warning, no second chance. Some of you have worked your whole life, saved smart, and planned for the future. Retirement should be your reward, but instead of traveling or relaxing, you're in a fight for your life. And here's the terrifying truth. Heart disease and cancer are still the top 2 killers for men and women. And most of the time, they strike without a single symptom. But there's hope. Lifeguard Imaging's high-accuracy CT scans detect heart disease and hundreds of cancers before symptoms appear, and the doctors tell you it's too late. Early detection gives you the opportunity to do something about it. It's quick, painless, and could literally save your life. I got my scan and the peace of mind. You can't put a price on it. And right now, just for Bone listeners, when you join Lifeguard Imaging's Legacy program, you'll get a second membership for 50% off. Give it to your spouse, your sibling, your best friend, someone you want to protect. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to lifeguardimaging.com today. Lifeguard Imaging, saving lives through early detection.
25 Sporty JPR 48 months, KBB subject to miles and condition plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee and approved credit through KMF.
Bigger discounts mean even lower prices at Ken Canley Kia, home of 0% financing, 0 down, or 0 payments for 90 days. We've got over 1,200 new Kias with discounts up to $5,000. That's $5,000 off. And bigger discounts mean even lower prices, like a 22 certified Kia Seltos EX. Not $25,000, not even $20,000. On sale, $17,988. $17,988 for a Kia Seltos. Got a trade? We'll give you up to $5,000 over Kelly Blue Book value. Have bad credit, no credit, negative equity, bankruptcy? If you earn at least $500 a week, we want to say, yes, you're approved at Ken Canley Kia, Newport Richey on US 19. Online at KenCanleyKia, NewportRichey.com.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them.
I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help our men and women returning home with the scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. We never leave a fallen warrior behind, ever. Learn more about what we do at woundedwarriorproject.org.
Neutral is sending you to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in LA. Scan the QR code at Copper Mug, Time Out Sports Bar, and Cool Vibes Pub and Grub. Visit theboneonline.com for more details. Neutral. Keep it tasty.
We put in time, energy, and resources because your case is worth it. Farrah and Farrah, Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025. Phone lines are open. Something been on your mind? Now's a decent time.
Lately, I'm drowning my pain.
Bubble Down Car Wash, the greatest car wash in the whole wide world. Long wash tunnels that make for a cleaner car. Spacious vacuum so you can get into every little nook and cranny without bumping into your neighbor, and the unlimited membership plan, which means you can go through as many times as your little heart desires to keep your car clean 365 days a year. We've got bugs, birds, pollen. The thunderstorms are coming back in the afternoon. Maybe trips to the beach, got sand in your back seat. Well, the unlimited plan will keep you clean. They've got locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, Palm Harbor, and their newest spot in Spring Hill. Make your way in there. You will have the cleanest car in town every time. You bull down. A little old school jelly in honor of his big moment. I did want to I wanted to mention two things real quick. First, shout out to my friends over at the Humane Society of Pinellas County. Champ, who was the doggy, the lovely puppy that I was with a week ago, got adopted over the weekend, and they're sending pictures of him snuggling on the couch, and it's always it's a really cool thing when the people who adopt kind of keep you up to date. And I mean, this dog was sleeping in a kennel for months and months and months, and now is living his best life on the couch, and that's pretty damn cool. Shout out to Mo DeWitt and Just Call Mo, who helps us cover the adoption fees for all of our dogs that are featured from the Humane Society of Pinellas County. Shout out to Champ, living his best life. You did it, buddy. You're living the dream now. Dude, I had a major Karen moment yesterday. Dude, like high level Karen moment.
Oh, back-to-back Karen moments.
The thing was, what was the second one?
What? We're complaining. I mean,
about the. Well, I didn't
it's
do
warranted.
it. I didn't do it yet.
Yeah,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it yet. So this one was more of a I didn't think about it too much. It just happened in the moment. So we had
instinct Karen.
Well, I don't. This might not even qualify as Karen, but it's me lashing out on people in my neighborhood, which I think makes it Karen-y.
Okay.
So I think it started like on Friday, like Friday morning. Dude, we have a mama duck in our yard that looks like she had like to start like 10 or 12 babies. And these were, when I saw them on Friday, I think they were born that day or the night of. Like these were fresh little nuggets, just fresh little baby ducks. And I wasn't doing anything to them. I enjoyed seeing them. They were kind of going between our yard and the neighbor's yard. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday, like in the earlier portion of the day, like around 11 o'clock, I'm kind of looking at them. I have my front window open, and I'm looking at them. They're just kind of perusing the yard. And then they cross the street, and they're kind of just in the neighbor's front yard. And then right before my very window becomes a group of young girls that are probably, if I had to guess, ranging in age from 6 to 10,
Okay.
maybe 11, 12 at the most on one of them. Dude, and I don't know what to say other than these girls are effing psychopaths. So they see the ducks like in the grass and they immediately run to them like they're going to start like picking them up. Like they get like right on top of them. The mom starts freaking out, flapping her wings. She starts running away. The ducklings start running with her. And the other bizarre thing that they did, which these parents clearly have, or these kids have no parental guidance in their life, they then ran up to the front door of my neighbor. Like, so the duck ran away right to the front stoop of the neighbor.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the hell possessed these little demon children. They start grabbing the gravel that's like in front of the front door and just start throwing it at the mama ducks and the ducks. Like, this happens right before our eyes. And Danielle and I don't even say anything to each other and both like go running out the front door like, what the hell is wrong with you? What are you doing? And I don't know what they were doing. They just all of them at the same time were like, we weren't doing anything. And they just sprinted off and started running. But I was blown away that I think there was maybe 5 or 6 of them, that many young girls could all be on the same page at the same moment to like torture a bunch of baby ducks and a mama duck and start throwing rocks at it. It was very, to me, that's a little boy thing, not a little girl thing.
That's what I was thinking as soon as you said that. I was like, this is what little boys do when they don't have any guidance.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh, we're doing stupid, crazy things. It's not really a caring moment because it's a caring moment. Yeah.
And that was the thing is I wasn't like, should we say something? We were both kind of watching them.
Yeah.
And when they ran up on top of them and acted like they were going to start picking them up, I'm just like, what are they doing? And then once they chased them into where they were kind of dead-ended at somebody's front door and started throwing things at them, I'm like, these little girls are actual psychopaths. And, the duck daddy had to stop in and stop the madness.
What did you, when you said, like, hey, what are you guys doing? They're like, we're not doing anything.
I mean, because it's like across the road, so I got to like yell. So I
Okay,
got to
yeah.
yell. So I walk at my door. I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, that's probably an exact reenactment of what. And then Danielle like walked a little bit closer and was just like, why are you doing, like was trying to almost kind of have a conversation.
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And they were mortified. Like, we didn't do anything. And then all just started running away. And they were like, if I saw them on the street, I would say these were sweet, just normal little girls who were in the market to torture a bunch of duck babies and their mama.
I think a Karen moment would have been if you saw where they went as a home and then you followed them there, then you knocked on the door and like, I just want to tell you what your kids were doing.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to take it. I wasn't going to take it that far because some things are also like I know when you're young, you do dumb things, and we've done things, and I've done dumb things that I'm not proud of. But also, like once you've got that far, like there's nothing I'm going to say that's going to make you realize you did something wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you actively are throwing rocks at a bunch of little, like the average little girl goes, oh, look at the little ducks, look at the little baby ducks. The fact that their response was, let's throw rocks at these baby ducks, just felt a little outside the norm for a little girl.
I thought your story was going to be when they saw the ducklings, whatever, they tried to pick them up and run away with them or something like, crazy, but it's not, we try to injure it.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, yeah, I don't.
As a kid, I always knew the difference between like, oh, that's something you really shouldn't do because I was raised better than that.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Hello.
Hi, mate. Is it talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
My bad. Hey, first time calling. You guys are great. I love listening to the show.
Thank you, brother.
I don't know who these people are you're talking about. That sounds absolutely horrific. But I mean, with me and my daughter, she's like, I'm completely wrapped, and she's opened my eyes to a whole new world of being soft. And I look like a skinhead. If I see somebody doing something like that to a duck, I'm coming at you. I don't, any animal for that matter.
Yeah, well, when you say coming at you, like, would you have stone cold stunned one of these little girls?
I'll start grabbing kids. Yeah, you want me to throw rocks? I'll throw rocks.
That would.
I'm gonna grab a handful of it and I'm gonna throw it on you.
That would have been that would have been another idea. I'm not trying to catch a charge to save a duck. I appreciate where your heart is, but your daughter needs her daddy, so don't go beating up other little kids if it comes down to it.
True. Word.
Thank you. Yeah, just a weird. And again, not not that looks mean anything, but like there was nothing like that would made me think these kids were feral children or anything like that. Just an interesting little happening around the neighborhood.
Honestly, kind of wish there was a couple of those in my neighborhood. We have way too many ducks. I've said that. It's getting out of hand. It's ridiculous.
Well, I get to an extent shushing the ducks, getting them away from you, doing things like that. They are a nuisance. I understand. I don't know what I would have done if there wasn't babies.
Yeah.
Like if they were just messing with a big duck, I probably might have been like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But the fact, something about the imagery of seeing little baby, fresh, newborn ducks being pelted with little pebbles just didn't sit well with me.
Nicole, I wish she took a photo of this shoddy journalism. On Saturday when she went out the house, she said it was a long traffic thing because all these ducks were passing where one lady feeds all of them. She said on the way back, someone had clearly hit a duck. Like it was dead.
No. Oh, okay.
But they were she's like, all the ducks were just kind of sitting around this one dead duck.
They were like having a
funeral
ceremony.
I was like, damn, they all pulled up to be like, damn, man, Daffy didn't make it.
We lost a good one. We lost a good one today.
You know he had 17 children.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Did she stop and say a prayer?
No, she kept it moving.
She hates birds.
She does not. Well, she'll feed the ducks as someone who hates birds so much. I'm like, you're not doing a good job keeping them away. But she absolutely, if they can fly in the air and stay up there, she's not happy. Like she will not. If we come to your house, she will never go in the backyard.
She wouldn't be down with my bird community?
She will not go in that backyard. She'll be like, no, I'll stick by the pool.
I will tell you, and I think it was on Friday, I heard Mo telling a story on Mo Better News about a woman in a bat. I am terrified of bats. I've always been afraid of bats. If they're out and about, I'm not going to be out. He told a crazy story that the lady was filming the bats, and a bat somehow got in between her face and her phone and went in her mouth.
Oh!
And, people, there are a lot of bat apologists out there. They do some good for the ecosystem, and they eat a lot of mosquitoes and stuff, but they're rabies ridden. Like a lot of them have rabies, and you don't even have to be touched by them to get rabies. Like you don't even have to think you were touched by them.
No.
Like there have been stories where people didn't even know that a bat made contact with them, and then they ended up dying of rabies. So they're just rats. They're little flying rats, and they skeeve me out.
Whole idea of one just getting into your mouth and that thing happening. It reminds me of like how horror movies start. Like 28 Days Later started with a crazy monkey that bit someone, and then it spread.
Well, dude,
COVID. Yeah.
I was going to say we lived that scary movie. It was called COVID, dude. The Wuhan flu came straight from the bats. I have to touch on this. It was. I will say, as somebody who loves surprises when they watch their professional wrestling, and I'm often not thoroughly happy, the 2-night SummerSlam event that happened over the weekend, which is just crazy watching it because it's WrestleMania. Like, you know, they used to wait for WrestleMania to go to these giant stadiums. I mean, they did MetLife Stadium. This is where the Jets play. This is where the Giants play. They put over 50,000 people in this place 2 nights in a row, which is absolutely insane. And Seth Rollins cashed in. You know, he was supposedly injured, and he cashed in on CM Punk. It was the whole thing. But the big headline crossover news from the weekend was that Jelly Roll got in the ring. And I have to say, I don't know if they decided to do this after the fact or if this is actually the truth. But like they did an interview after the pay-per-view with Triple H and Jelly Roll, and they're positioning it as the reason Jelly Roll lost all this weight was because he wanted to have an opportunity to be a pro wrestler.
Oh.
Like it was always just kind of like, oh, he's losing weight. He's doing he's doing this, he's doing that.
Yeah.
You know, but the way that he framed it now was, I did this so that I could be a wrestler. Like this is a childhood dream of mine, and I knew if I was ever going to be able to make it a reality, I had to lose all this weight. So, like I said, I don't know if they're doing that just to hype up the weight loss, because I guess right before he debuted or that day was his first day under 300 pounds. He was like 299, 298.
He got the gastro thing and all that?
No.
He lost it with just Ozempic?
Well, I don't know what he's on and what he's not on. The dude he's been crushing it. I mean, we're going on probably a year plus now of him supposedly running. He's a big sauna guy, big cold plunge guy, and all of that. And I wasn't not impressed with him. I think anytime a famous person gets into professional wrestling, the bar is set very, very low.
Yeah.
The one thing I was impressed by was that he took an ass beating. Like rather than him just be in for a second, which is a lot of times what'll happen in a tag team match, it was him and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And it was one of those things where a big majority of the match was Jelly Roll just getting his ass beat, which I think it probably takes more skill and effort to get beat down properly than doing some moves. And I have a couple clips. This one was pretty awesome to watch. Logan Paul from the top rope across the arena onto the have you seen this clip yet?
I saw the clip.
Yeah.
I don't like the delay.
They're like he's up there taunting.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then if you look, Jelly Roll's
like he's like positioning himself.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably he did that anytime he took a move where he's like tightening up and crossing his arms.
Yeah.
Not a supernatural look.
Jelly Roll, who's just knocked out cold. Wait, he's out cold. Logan Paul climbing to the top of the ring post. Toasting some prime.
I hate that.
Here's your viral moment, everyone. And a splash through Jelly Roll through the announce table.
And I mean, I'm sure that Jelly Roll was feeling it. I'm sure that hurt a little bit. I just can't stand Logan Paul. I have to tell you, dude. I do not. I look for the day when there's a case study on why so many kids gravitate to Logan Paul. Like
it's a YouTube thing.
I get it, but I mean, what about him? Like, what is he doing? Like, he is so far beyond the next influencer when it comes to resonating specifically with young boys. And then you have the prime, you've got the lunch league. Like, he has found a way to tap into the mind of the youth in a way that I do not get. Like, a lot of times when people are famous, I go, well, that may not be for me, but I don't get it. With Logan, I don't know how he's done it. He's just captivated an entire generation of young boys.
I will say this. When I heard he joined WWE and I saw some of the clips surfacing on the internet, I go, well, he's actually good at this. Like, he's not the best wrestler, but it looks like he's putting his effort into this.
Yeah.
He's committed.
Yeah, and
he knows he's heel. I don't like the whole prime thing. That's part of his shtick.
Well, they've also got a deal. Like, WWE signed a massive deal with Prime. So.
But like, I hate that. And Trent, cover your ears. I hate that he jumped on the turnbuckle and like smashed them together like beers, like Stone Cold used to do. Like, that's dumb. That's dumb.
And from the wrestling perspective, he's the best. Like, he's probably the best celebrity that's ever tried it. Yeah. Undeniably great at what he does. But he could have never stepped in a wrestling ring a day in his life, and a bunch of young kids would still absolutely be infatuated with. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
The fact he's so famous has nothing to do with the fact that he ended up being a good wrestler. And then after a couple years off with a lot of controversy because he was named in that Vince McMahon sex trafficking lawsuit, Brock Lesnar returned last night to beat the hell out of John Cena, which was pretty great as well.
John Cena, man. Have you heard that he has like rules in his house?
Oh, yeah, dude. He's a psychopath.
Yeah,
he's great. Well, and then, so we didn't even talk about this. Obviously, the biggest news of the wrestling world or whatever was that John Cena went heel. He turned heel.
Yeah.
So Friday night was SmackDown before the big pay-per-view. He turned back to a good guy.
Oh, my God.
He just straight up was like, yeah, I'm not trying to shock people for TV anymore. I just want to be myself. And then he just, I guess, decided not to be a bad guy
What
anymore.
a dumb storyline that is.
It
no payoff.
Unless there's something still coming. And he's just being a fake good guy. But that being
would
said,
be a little more interesting, but still dumb. Best celebrity to enter the ring. Do you remember who you said it was?
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised that when you said that.
Yeah. Well, definitely like Logan, he's not even a celebrity wrestler anymore. He's just a wrestler.
He's a wrestler, yeah.
But as far as guys that came in and took it seriously and had great matches, I think Bad Bunny is at the top of that list.
Would you like some breadsticks?
Yeah. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dig into John's Joints. Lots to touch on in the world today. If you didn't know, the tropics are heating up. Nothing to be worried about or concerned about at this moment, but I'll tell you what's going on. There is a named storm currently in the Atlantic and the world's oldest baby. That might not make sense on the surface, but I'm going to tell you who it is and how. Coming up next with Drew Garabo and John's Joints. It is my duty to remind you that the federal solar tax credit is fading away fast. You could still save thousands, though, but time is running out. But you need to get in touch with my friends at Solar Bear. Solar Bear installs high-efficiency solar panels and backup batteries, so your home is going to stay powered even during blackouts from storms or anything else that might be going on. No more panic, no more darkness. Do not miss out on this credit before it goes away. Call Solar Bear now and lock in your savings before it's too late. Go now. It's solarbear.com.
These days are a little bit crazy. Maybe what you say right now, we take it slow and easy.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Elysian Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest, a free show Friday, August 8th at Janus Live. And you guessed it, it's all grunge all night with some of Florida's best tribute bands, including Nirvana, a tribute to Nirvana. In a Nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains. And Still Alive, a tribute to Pearl Jam. It's a free show, but you need a ticket. Ask your bartender for an Elysian Space Dust IPA and free tickets at Eddie's Bay Pines, Knockin' Boots, Bourbon on Main, Brulin's, and Ferg's. The show is 21 and up. New bands with the classic grunge you love. St. Pete Grunge Fest, August 8th at Janus Live. Presented by Elysian Space Dust IPA and 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
At BrandonHonda.com, we've simplified the way you can buy your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Visit BrandonHonda.com to unlock the best price on any vehicle in stock. Plus, get your guaranteed credit approval, a real offer on your trade, and calculate your payments right online. And all vehicles come with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Right now, you can buy with zero down and make no payments for 90 days. Save yourself the hassle and get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-280-0151 for more information.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Listen up. August in Tampa is no time to gamble on your AC. Super Heat and Air and Plumbing. That's right. They've teamed up with the experts at ABC Plumbing. They are keeping things cool with a $29 AC system check. Even if your system is not working, they'll check it out. If there's an issue, that $29 becomes a credit towards the fix. These aren't rookies. They're certified techs with fully stocked trucks. They come out there for the same-day service with a no-pressure approach. If you're feeling weak airflow, warm air, or just haven't had your AC looked at in a while, now is the time. Don't get stuck waiting during a heat wave. Call Super Heat and Air and Plumbing today and take the worry off of your plate. No one wants to be stuck in a hot home. Super Heat and Air is available to you 24 hours, 7 days a week for an emergency for both your AC and the plumbing. $29 will get you a full AC system check, even if your system is not running. Give them a call today at 813-618-5818. That's 813-618-5818, or find them online at superheatandair.com and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers weight loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at 4hers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At 4hers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy, but at a much lower price. So you can lose weight for less money than you'd spend on name-brand drugs. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Plus, the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at 4hers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's 4hers.com/radio. FORHERS.com/radio.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money Americans in 2025 are now spending on gas in a year, even with lower gas prices. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SPORTS to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SPORTS for a 25 cents per gallon 1 bonus. Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Still paying bank fees and getting nothing back? Here's a no-brainer. Open any checking account with Achieva Credit Union and get $250. Achieva is your one-stop shop for all things money. Better rates, better loans, and customer service that cares. Plus, managing your money has never been easier with state-of-the-art online banking and perks like free gap insurance on auto loans. Ready to bank better? Join Achieva today and get $250. Achieva Credit Union. Banking for good. Banking for you. Visit AchievaCU.com for more info. Certain restrictions apply. Achieva is federally insured by the NCUA.
This hour of Senning Show is brought to you by Hawkins Service Co. One call handles it all.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
But airplane just don't like you. Not a thing about the way you is. And if there ever come a time I got rabies, you're high on my biting list. But airplane just don't like you. Not a thing about the way you
Welcome back to Senning Show. It's time to fire up the joints of the day. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. And every afternoon at 3 o'clock to light these joints, we need help. We need a man, a Magnum man, some would say.
Oh.
The one and only Drew Garabo in the building.
Did that lyric say, if I had rabies, you'd be high on my biting list?
This is one of the new Tyler Childers tracks.
Yeah.
Which this album is just getting so much run in weird ways, and that. So it's called Snipe Hunter. So it's supposedly, long story short, is a kind of a practical joke.
Oh, I know the snipe.
Oh, you do? Okay. So they say that this is kind of, this album is made as a joke to the people who don't really understand Tyler Childers' music. So there's a lot of kind of political messaging in it and things like that. And this song is just one of the more bizarre that have gone very, very viral. And he put out a video of it with him and Rick Rubin when they were recording the track. And I've just been going down a real Tyler Childers rabbit hole. I found out there was a Sturgill Tyler Childers tour that it was scheduled and it never happened because of COVID. That would have been pretty badass. And I don't know if you saw it over the weekend. I'm not sure if it was, I don't think it was Lollapalooza, but Dead and Company did a big show, and John Mayer was playing with them, and they did a whole set with Sturgill. So Mayer and all the Dead and Co people and Sturgill as well. And I think he did some originals in there as well. It wasn't only Dead stuff, which I just can't. All these cool characters, the John Mayers, the Sturgills of the world involved in the Dead and Co. and all of that, it makes me so deeply want to find a way. And I found that I watched the documentary and I thought that was going to be the thing that like helped me appreciate them more. But it's just every time I listen to their music or I watch them perform, it seems so like ambient to me.
Yeah.
You know, like for the people that get in there and they're like tuned into every note and they know exactly what's going on and how the song is different every time it's performed. Like maybe it takes mushrooms or nitrous to be able to fully connect with it, but I just haven't been able to find out what everybody is connecting with.
The Dead never connected with me either, and I had great friends who were Deadheads, and I don't know if it's that jam band element or what. Same thing with Fish. I respect them as musicians, and they're huge, but like I just can't vibe with it.
Yeah, and it's so much of there's not really an angle for, like, I don't even know what you would really call it. There's elements of jazz and folk and country and bluegrass, and it all comes together. And there's been all these clips of John Mayer jamming out with him over the weekend, and it's good, but it doesn't make me feel the way that I'm looking for music to make me feel. If that makes sense.
It does.
Which is good.
Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. Dude, I wanted to I was going to text you over the weekend, but I wanted to break it down for you in person today. So I told you a couple weeks ago that we were eyeing up this place called Pepe's Cantina, which was a small chain out of Orlando that everybody has been talking about in St. Pete. Dude, so we went there on Thursday night. And when I tell you, I was in awe of the best display of a finely tuned restaurant that I think I've seen in the last 10 years.
Really?
Dude, this place was jam-packed. And I will tell you, we were thinking of looking for something to eat, and I go and I'm looking at this place, and I start looking at the reviews. An almost 5-star review on Google with 1.5 thousand reviews currently, and a lot about the service. And I'm thinking, there's no way it's going to be this good. Dude, we walk in. There's like multiple people ahead of us. It's kind of packed. There's people waiting by the door. Immediately, somebody walks up and goes, "Thank you so much for being here. We're going to take great care of you tonight. We've got some people ahead of you, but I've already got your booth that I'm going to put you at. I've got eyed up for you." This was not special service. This was not anything. And this guy just touched base with us and said, "Please check it with the host still, but I just want you to know your table is going to be ready in just a couple minutes." We ordered drinks.
Didn't know you were John Senning.
No. Because I ended up talking to him later. The dude's name was Carlos. He was the general manager, but did not know me from Adam. And just watching the place work, we ordered drinks from the bar. By the time the drinks are ready, the table's ready. So she brings them over to the table. The server came over and was like, "We take a 120-page test on this menu. I know everything about every item on this menu, up and down," and was just so thorough. The menu is awesome, and the food was great, but it was something to watch. Everybody in the place, because I ended up asking the general manager, I was like, "What are you doing here, dude?
Yeah.
Like, what's the secret?" Every person in the restaurant wears an earpiece.
Okay.
Every server, every bartender, everybody always. There will always be a front of house manager on the floor. The managers will wait on tables, he told me. He said, "I want my servers to make money, so I'll understaff, and then I'll just wait on the tables, and everybody splits the money." Dude, this place, and I guess this is like their way. They shoot for a 4.9 star review at all of their restaurants. That's like the Pepe's way. And dude, it was crazy.
What's it called? Pepe's Cantina?
Pepe's Cantina. Yeah, we had the ceviche. We had like a ceviche sampler, and then I had the burrito tacos. Danielle had some sort of shrimp bowl or something. But it was really the whatever they're doing to offer you the best service on earth.
Yeah,
was pretty damn cool.
I love that.
I was telling Diz earlier, one of their specialty drinks was a loaded jarrito. You know, like the Mexican.
Oh, I was listening.
Soda. Yeah, they just pour tequila in it with like a splash of lime juice.
Yeah.
I also ordered this drink that was, I don't know. I'm nothing but good of them, but they have an elite margarita.
Okay.
And it like comes to the table, and they like smoke it, and they make it at the table for you.
Yeah,
it was good.
I thought it came in American Eagle jeans.
Yeah, it was a lot that it was that. Our jeans are
top tier.
Are a little brown here.
Oh man. Oh, but she's a registered Republican, so she has to be evil.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
Which I don't think there was any way you were going to make people hate her or love her any more or less. I think everybody had their mind made up. And if that was shocking to you that Sydney Sweeney was a registered Republican. Before we dig deeper into the joints, John's Joints brought to you by marijuanadoctor.com. They've got 40 locations throughout the state of Florida. So hopefully that means there's one near you. You can go right now, marijuanadoctor.com, pick your closest location, book the appointment, and make sure you use that code BONE30 because you're going to get $30 off the initial consultation. More money, more savings than ever offered before. You'll go in, you'll meet with the amazing doctors and be certified same day. So many things. I made a couple different dispensary trips over the weekend. I went to Sunburn. I went to Jungle Boys again. I made a return.
Yeah.
The products are wild out there at these dispensaries. The prices are great, but you've got to get legit. Go now. It's marijuanadoctor.com. Use the code BONE30 and get legit today. I have to thank you. I mentioned it earlier, but I have to thank you again for the Bret the Hitman Hart shirt. That dude, to call it a fashion statement would be would be underselling it, and that's really damn cool.
I can't wait to see you in it. The colors I think would really go well with you, and it's a good formal outfit for you.
Yeah, I feel like I need to go to like a wrestling event immediately or something. There needs to be some sort of wrestling moment for me to debut it because it is going to be it's going to be a complete showstopper when I bust it out.
You know when it's going to be a showstopper? If we can pull off Halloween Horror Nights and we go through the Wyatt Six house with Micah Rotunda.
Dude, they did a whole kind of piece on that last night on SummerSlam. So Wyatt Six, they had a huge tables, ladders, chairs match. TLC, if you will, yes. And the Wyatt Six was a part of it. They actually won the match. And when they came out, they did a whole little thing on the Halloween Horror Nights and all that. So
how's it look?
It looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. And I mean, they were saying they're expecting people to travel from all over the world. I mean, I think people travel to Universal for that anyways, but I think you're now kind of tapping into a whole new audience of people that will travel just to be a part of that.
It's going to be so cool.
It really is. If you were thinking to yourself, I saw a statistic this morning that's absolutely insane. If you were thinking to yourself, man, this hurricane season's really light. Nothing's really happened. Dude, most major named storms, 92% of them happen after August 1st. So for everybody who's thinking that hurricane season has been a bust, I think those of us that have lived through the worst storms or the bad storms around here, we know it's August, it's September, it's even October. That's when they really get kicked up in the Gulf. But we do officially have a named storm out in the Atlantic. Tropical Storm Dexter is expected to move away from the U.S. coast and stay north of Bermuda. Dexter is moving northeast at 14 miles per hour, and a faster east-northeastward motion is expected by Tuesday. That will just go away. That one is expected to not do anything. Fish food, as they call it, a fish storm, not affecting any land. There are other things popping off that are a little more complicated. A tropical wave is expected to move off the west coast of Africa with some gradual development possible. According to the NHC, the gradual development possible could form as late as this week. This one people are watching for a couple weeks out, potentially affecting the state of Florida. Now, there is another area that is currently right off the coast of the United States of America that they're expecting to form in the next couple days. It's at a 30% chance of development, and that would directly affect North Carolina, potentially the coast of Georgia, and other areas there. So it went from nobody talking about anything to 3 things to be looking at almost overnight. Nothing to be worried about, but you should always just have an idea of what's going on in there in the world.
I tried to look at Mike's weather page to get some information, but I found myself so distracted by his adorable new dog that I couldn't look at anything else except Longo.
Yeah, dude, his dogs are so cute.
My God.
And that's man, I feel for Mike so much. Every time we talk to him, we have some version of this conversation, but just a sweet man who's trying to do the right thing within the framework of a passion that he loves. And you juxtapose that with the cesspool that is the internet. And it's like, it just shines a light on what happens when you take like a good person and just drop them there with really only trying to do good. Like, the guy doesn't have hot takes. He's not dropping opinions. He's not posting political thoughts.
Not fear-mongering.
He's posting the weather, and, he likes to have a good time. And I saw now, like, people will say something about him posting a picture with a drink. Like, all you do is post pictures of you drinking. I'm not following anymore. So he's had ChatGPT make a breakdown of his post. So it's like 90% weather, 2% drinks, 8% dog, or whatever. Like, it's his family. Like, it's just not the case at all. But anytime I see him kind of clapping back at somebody, it just makes me feel bad because he's just a sweet dude.
Are you guys like me when you hear there's hurricanes that you hope one's named after you?
That would be great.
And then 2, this is going to sound dark, that you're like, well, I hope that's the worst.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, I hope a Hurricane Gareth comes and like...
Oh, like if it's going to take your name, you hope that it is...
Do some damage.
Oh, the opposite.
Take a city off the map, Hurricane Gareth.
No.
Like, I want a Katrina.
No.
Not for the people that it happens to, but for me to be like, remember Hurricane Gareth?
But it will happen to people. You can't have it both ways. You can't be wishing for people to die. Like, they're mutually exclusive.
Okay.
People will die.
Texas. Do Texas.
I don't remember. Drew seems like one that would pop up. I don't remember one.
I don't either, but it does seem like a name that would happen, and I bet it would blow a lot of people.
It would blow. It would blow so hard. It would just be just, I'm coming, blowing. Gareth, never going to happen.
Never.
I don't know. They come up with some stuff. I'm sure there's been a Hurricane John.
Oh, for sure. There's probably been 52 already.
Oh, yeah. Probably even a Hurricane Alden.
Oh, you think so? Hurricane John. Ooh, Hurricane John was a thing. It was a powerful and devastating cyclone that caused deadly flooding and record rain across Mexico. Oh damn. Yeah, it was Red John.
Brand.
Dude, it was Hurricane Red John across southern Mexico for several days in September of 2024. I don't remember that.
A couple of years ago.
Well, it must have.
Last year.
Yeah, it must have been more of a Mexico thing. I don't remember that.
They called it Juan down there. That's why.
I don't remember it being on the radar.
Is Drew short for Andrew, or just Drew? I don't get it. Is this a sore subject?
Well, it's just have you
never listened to my show
He's very
before?
problematic for people who are called Andrew that go by Drew, because he is just, I'll be the one to tell you, he is just a Drew.
Oh, okay. So
Thank you,
Hurricane
John,
Andrew
for listening
doesn't
to my
count.
show.
Yeah, Andrew does not. Andrew
I had to be raised as a Drew, Nancy Drew, Pew, Stu, everything that rhymes with it. So these fake-ass Drews who come in here and drop the "an" off an Andrew, interlopers.
So
I don't like it.
When 3 o'clock, when you come in tomorrow, if I go, what up, Andrew?
People do it.
You're going to hate that.
No, it means nothing to me because I'm not an Andrew. I'm just a Drew.
It would be you just speaking into the abyss.
Yeah.
Okay. It has no recipient.
Just a Drew. That's it.
Just a Drew.
Yeah. And all you Andrews, go by Andrew or Andy.
Yeah, suck it, boy.
Yeah.
Boy. Dude, this feels like something that's happening every year, and I don't think anybody's just called it out for what it is. And that I don't know what the hell is going on with COVID around the rest of the country, but I feel like ever since COVID was a thing, we've experienced this phenomenon, which is in the hottest of the summer months when nobody is going outside, which is probably more the case right now than it's been even in the past couple years. We get these crazy numbers. And the headline reads, Florida currently seeing high levels of COVID-19 activity in the wastewater. The weekly percentage of emergency department visits among people diagnosed with COVID-19 is growing. Visits were higher for children younger than the age of 4 in wastewaterscan.com, which is kind of crazy that they're even doing this. Like, they're not really testing for it. So the fact that there's even a building or a place where they're still testing, they're monitoring infectious diseases, and maybe they're doing it for a bunch of them just in case we get some sort of weird disease, through municipal wastewater systems. And in the state of Florida, the coronavirus levels are high and have been trending upward since mid-July. And that's going on in a bunch of states: Alabama, Florida, Kentucky, Louisiana, California, Alaska, and Texas, all in the high or very high levels. And at this point, it's just, what is COVID going to do? It's going to be like a bad cold, maybe not even that. But it is interesting that it seems when these places get really hot and everybody goes inside and you get everybody in the AC with circulated air, all of a sudden COVID becomes a thing again. And I think that's what we saw when COVID really was a thing.
You think a lot of people are carrying it without any symptoms, and that's what shows up in their poop water?
I think so. I'm sure there's a lot of that. I think some people, they can show it in the wastewater before they actually ever even get sick. Some people probably just feel a little bit sick, like have a cold or some variation of it, and don't really know it. I mean, because I really don't know who's knowing that they have COVID anymore.
No.
Like, I had some leftover COVID tests from when I was here that I think I took the last time I got really sick. But I mean, like, I'm not going to go out and buy one anymore.
No.
Like, it just feels like COVID's just now kind of a cold. Did you ever get it? Did you ever get it bad?
The COVID?
Yeah.
I had it once, and I didn't know it was COVID until I went to sleep. I was like, my breathing is weird.
Yeah.
And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, got COVID.
Well, and that's also when you
and
go
I got
back.
a cruise coming up.
When you go back to like when you got it first and all of that, like it was a little earlier, but it was within that window of when summer was ramping up. Because remember, obviously, we went to the super spreader known as the Stanley Cup Championship game, but still, same time of year where that happened, where people in Florida specifically, after having been lower and the numbers were whatever. I remember when we were like watching the numbers every day.
Oh my
we
God.
Like, lived and died by them.
Dude.
It was like, oh, did you see the numbers report? There was like a graph.
500.
Google had their own graph every single day.
Yeah.
And then I think back to when they were doing the drive-through testing and people were going through. It really. I think there's a something to take from it that shows how resilient human beings are and how resilient society is. There's also another creepy part about it, that it's like we just moved on.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like everything stopped. We were living in what looked like at the time some version of the apocalypse, and it just went away. Like we don't really talk about it. We don't really think about it. There are those still little areas that maybe didn't bounce back where you can tell it was there, but we just moved on.
Yeah, most of us. We were at the golf course a couple of weeks ago, and some lady came rolling up in her car by herself with a mask on.
Outside.
Yeah.
Golfing.
Yeah.
With a mask on.
With the mask, like she rolled up in her vehicle with her mask on, gets out, gets into a golf cart.
Oh, in a vehicle.
But she kept it on outside, gets into a golf cart with the mask on.
So weird.
I just assume, just for positive intent, that those people have some sort of debilitating situation where if they were to even get a cold, they would die.
Okay.
Because I mean, and I don't know that for a fact, because I don't know how you could have lived. I don't know how you could have made it from the beginning of COVID, which is now, 5 years ago, to today, being that terrified every time you leave the house. Like, that was, by the time when things were winding down, that was more my thought and my take was these poor people that are so damn scared.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever clean your groceries? During
I think
COVID?
I probably sprayed him with Lysol.
You were as well?
I
Probably
at least
did.
once, yeah.
Probably did.
Man, I did not care about COVID.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I didn't clean my groceries. I masked up when I was supposed to. There was a certain job, I'll say, that you were supposed to get tested. I just kept my first one that was like, oh, he doesn't have it. I just kept resubmitting that.
That was a smart idea. I wish I would have done that.
Me too,
It would
because
have saved me a lot of trouble.
Oh,
It
man,
would've saved me-
he almost got fired.
It would have saved me a lot of trouble down the road. Yeah, it was like there was a window for, I think, the average person.
Yeah.
When we were just didn't know. I think it became pretty clear pretty quick what was going on and that Florida wasn't going to really abide. But I remember that period of time when everything shut down in Florida as well. I think it ended up being like a week or 2 weeks. And you couldn't even remember they had hours at the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
Like old people hours at the grocery store, and they were only letting certain people in.
And one-way aisles?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. I remember the one-way aisles,
Oh,
which
yeah.
was funny.
Yeah, but no, in the very beginning,
Yeah.
it was like the early morning hours.
Yeah,
were
7 to 8, I think, was old people only.
Were for old people
The
hours.
frail and the vulnerable.
It's so crazy.
Oh, man, yeah, we survived. Remember, my favorite thing in the world is restaurants, because you would have to keep your mask on while you were walking to your table.
Oh, yeah.
But as soon as you sit at the table, you're allowed to take your mask
Put
off.
that bad boy off.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Maurice and I were talking on Friday. John, do you remember we had to wear our masks as soon as we went to break? Like we could,
Oh, yeah.
we could
Oh,
be
yeah.
in this studio with the plexiglass or anything,
Yep.
but as soon as we went to break, we had to put our masks on. If we didn't, they would look at Bone TV and come in and yell at us.
Yeah, and it is. I think it's a when you think of the effects that they had on our society as a whole, I do worry that another sickness that will be created completely differently and much more scary for the average person will come along. And now that the lines have been so defined politically, like, well, I don't wear my mask,
Right.
I don't bend the knee, I don't get I don't get the vax. That so many of those people, no matter what the story is or what the disease is, will just never take anything seriously again because they feel like they were lied to by the government.
It's accurate.
Which is, hopefully we don't have to. We'll just keep an eye on the wastewater. We'll keep our eye on it. Dude, this story is bizarre to me. So the SPCA, they're supposed to be a group that takes care of animals,
Yeah,
right?
Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Right. Well, it turns out that they did not do that in this case. Pinellas County Animal Service has issued the SPCA Tampa Bay a citation for animal cruelty based on the alleged treatment of a pig for 2 weeks this past July. According to the citation, and the pictures are brutal. Don't go seeking this out if you don't have to. According to the citation that was obtained by News Channel 8, the defendant, SPCA of Tampa Bay, had custody of Waddles, a white and gray pig. This is a big old fat pig, and failed to ensure the animal had access to necessary shelter, which resulted in this pig being like burnt alive. They had this pig
roast.
They had this pig out in the sun every day for almost 2 weeks.
Was he bacon?
He was. For the 14 or so days that he was with us, the SPCA says that they were checking on him. They were making sure that he was eating well, and they were doing their best to make sure he wasn't in pain. They had saw him limping. They provided him with what they say is wonderful support. But it turns out they were not. And it was deemed that they were keeping this pig out in the sun for days and days on end. And his skin is like, I don't know any other way to say it other than like burnt off in certain. How are you the people whose job it is to take care of animals and you somehow burn up a pig?
Hey, how's Waddles doing? I don't know, but it smells great in the air.
I mean, it's just.
It smells like a pork shake.
Yeah.
Waddles had come to the shelter with health deficiencies such as skin issues, abnormal eating, overgrown hooves, and an issue with a tusk. So they were supposed to be taking care of all of that, and instead they just let him be outside in the sun all day to the point to where the SPCA is now facing charges of animal cruelty.
Maybe they just figured he's like a dog and he could just like bask in the sun and be okay. I didn't know pigs couldn't be exposed to sun.
I don't think you can do that with a dog either.
Oh, what do I know?
But I don't think there's a singular animal that you can just say, let me put it in the sun all day. I don't think that animal exists.
I stand corrected.
Multiple mud wallows, both in and out of the shade, were shown with a barn area of where Waddles was allowed into when he pleased. The citations report, though, that there was no shade and that Waddles was he was cooking alive.
Oh, man.
It is crazy we eat them.
But we
It's
want them to be treated
just
well.
get it over with.
Yeah.
I think that would be the message here is that for all the people that go, oh, well, are you going to eat bacon this morning? Well, I will. Yeah, sad news is they probably treat those pigs like crap too.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Way
worse.
It is a very we are just a world of selective outrage.
Yeah.
Like it's be mad and don't get me wrong. It shouldn't happen. No animal should be being mistreated. And if we're into the, this idea of the factory farm and the way that they have all these animals going in and out of these places, it's disgusting. But I think everybody would want for better. And if you are a company who is in the business of protecting animals, I think that's probably why this hits as hard as it does for people.
Right, but it is a bit hypocritical if you're going to eat meat and pork and all that to be like, oh my God, this poor pig.
Oh, the poor swine.
Well, and the thing is, I don't think they're eating it. Like that would be the thing, is if this just went somewhere and was killed to be eaten, then nobody would have a problem with it. No. I think it's the slow roasting in the sun for 2 weeks is the part that nobody likes.
That's a good point.
Man, this is just this is a great story, especially because you've become I don't know if I'd say a newfound Nickelback fan, but maybe a new appreciation for Nickelback. I believe it happened up in Canada, in Vancouver, on Thursday evening. The Central Okanagan Search and Rescue crew were out training when they received reports of someone yelling for help near the Boulder Fields, a climbing spot near the Kettle Valley Railway up in Vancouver. 2 hikers had contacted 911 after hearing what they reported was repeated cries for help. The crew immediately switched from training mode to rescue mode. They activated its drone team along with 2 officers. The first members who arrived at the Boulder Fields could hear faint yelling, but couldn't make out what was being said. According to a post by the online search team, the crew had split into 2 teams and was prepping to search the woods and forest roads when team members found the source of the yelling. It was a man camping alone who was singing Nickelback's greatest hits. The camper was singing his heart out to the trees, blissfully unaware that the acoustics of the Boulder Fields had turned his tent-side concert into an accidental distress call. He wasn't in trouble, according to the team that led the search, unless you count his singing. The team thanked the hikers who called it in, and they went upon their merry way.
That is awesome.
Of all the things that you could have been, like, for this to go viral, I don't think he could have been singing anybody else but Nickelback to make it a Canadian viral sensation.
Imagine you're singing your heart out, belting out to the trees, and you turn around, you have an audience all of a sudden. Like, where do all these emergency vehicles come from?
I think I'm trying to think of like when I've been caught like singing. You ever been singing in your car and like you just look over and somebody's looking at you?
Oh, that's me. All the time.
The worst is back in the day when we had the CDs and it would skip and you would hear yourself sing and go, "Oh God, I'm not Chris Brown."
That's not as good as I thought it was. Nickelback feels like good. Good camping alone singing, and you think this guy's probably loving life. Like I don't know if he's got a family out in the woods by himself singing Nickelback, and the next thing you know, you've caused a search party to be out looking for you. It's really quite a thing.
All we keep hearing is the resonating of, "Are we having fun yet? Yet.
Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we got more joints to fire up. I threw it out there before, and it might not make sense. The world's oldest baby is a real thing.
Monica.
And
how's that true?
Oh, no?
How's that a thing?
I believe it's a he, and he's been born. How is it a thing? We'll tell you next. In more John's Joints.
We come from different worlds. You like to laugh at me when I look at other girls. Sometimes you're crazy, and you wonder why. I'm such a baby, 'cause the dolphins make me cry.
This Friday night is the event we've been talking about. It is Grunge Fest, going down at Janice Live in downtown St. Petersburg. If you haven't made your plans, you need to do so. And the thing is, tickets are free. You've just got to go find your local ticket drop and scoop them up.
Real easy to do. Just go to stpetegrungefest.com. Elysian Space Ale is throwing this huge party at Janice Live this Friday night. It is going to be an awesome time with Nirvana, the tribute to Nirvana, Still Alive, the ultimate Pearl Jam tribute band, and in a nutshell, a tribute to Alice in Chains.
Knockin' Boots Saloon in Largo, Brulin's Bar and Billiards in Clearwater, Eddie's Bar and Grill in St. Pete, Ferg's on Central in St. Pete, Bourbon on Main in Newport Richey all have your tickets. And this Thursday, there's going to be a handful of VIP ticket drops. Sloppy Joe's, Niagara Tap, $5 Brewery, Drinkery, Harbor Bar. All of these spots, you'll be able to get VIP tickets. Make your plans to be there. Drew and I are hosting the whole damn thing Friday night at Janice. Go to stpetegrungefest.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We're not doing too badly right now, but traffic is being affected by a wreck in southern Hillsborough, causing blockage northbound along US 301 just past Sun City Center Boulevard. And in the Dunedin area of Pinellas, construction workers had Skinner Boulevard closed between the Pinellas Trail and Highland Avenue. Apart from that, conditions are fairly typical for this time of the afternoon. You will encounter congestion in Tampa along northbound I-275 from the approach to State Road 60 on past Dale Mabry. This is Jim with traffic.
Brought to you by Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% off roof replacements and monthly payments as low as $170 based on a $15,000 roof value. Storm season is here. Check them out at universalroof.com.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national-level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
John Senning here for the National Aviation Academy. Are you just entering the workforce and looking for answers on what you want to do? Or are you sick and tired of your career and you want to change? Well, how about a new life in the world of aviation maintenance? It can be a reality with the help of the National Aviation Academy right here in beautiful Clearwater, Florida, where you can be trained in just a few months by getting your hands dirty, working on engines of planes and jets and props, all sorts of things that I don't know anything about, but you absolutely will. The next class starts August 20th. Visit them online today at naa.edu.
Dinner's ready. All right, is everyone here? Where's Michael? Food's getting cold.
Every day, 9 people on our Florida roadways won't make it home. Don't let it be you or someone you love.
Michael, is that you? Officer?
Ma'am, I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share.
Michael never made it home. Buckle up. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/radio to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Paid for by Hims & Hers Health. Hims & Hers Weight Loss is not available everywhere. Compounded products are not FDA approved or verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Restrictions at forhers.com apply. Wegovy and Ozempic are not compounded.
Trying to lose weight? It's time to try Hers. At forhers.com/radio, you can access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss treatments tailored to you. These include oral medication kits and compounded semaglutide, the same active ingredient that's in Ozempic and Wegovy, but at a much lower price. So you can lose weight for less money than you'd spend on name-brand drugs. Through Hers, pricing for oral medication kits starts at just $69 a month for a 10-month plan when paid in full upfront. No hidden fees, no membership fees. Plus, the process is 100% online. If prescribed, your personalized plan ships free directly to your door. Reach your weight loss goals with help from Hers. Get started at forhers.com/radio to access affordable, doctor-trusted weight loss plans. That's forhers.com/radio. forhers.com/radio.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
Elysian Space Dust IPA presents St. Pete Grunge Fest, a free show featuring Florida's best Nirvana, Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains tribute bands. August 8th at Janice Live. Get your free tickets today at Eddie's Bay Pines, Knockin' Boots, Bourbon on Main, Brulin's, and Ferg's.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com. This is Fox 13's Valerie Mills from the Sky Tower Weather Center. Isolated thunderstorms this evening will mainly be inland as onshore winds continue and overnight temperatures slowly fall to the mid and upper 70s. We'll have a sun cloud mix on Tuesday with increasing shower and storm chances through the week. Coverage back up to 50 and 60% with daytime highs in the low to mid 90s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show with your host, John Senning.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Every afternoon in the 3 o'clock hour, we're joined by Drew Garabo as we make way for Drew Garabo Live, coming up in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you to both of you guys for the great birthday presents.
Of course. Well deserved from you, brother.
You're our guy.
I was excited. I don't know about you, but I was like, oh, man, I can't wait to get this guy.
We were both super psyched.
You guys are the best. Thank
We
you.
love
Thank
you.
you. And Diz, thank you to your crew for sending me little notes and poems. That was very, very
Crotch goblins.
Yeah, crotch goblins.
Crotch goblins.
Sorry, I can't read. I told you asked me if I had started watching any more Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
Over the break. The answer is no.
Oh.
But dude, we started watching a show. I can't with good conscience say that you would like it.
Okay.
I don't really know. But it's been the #1 show on Netflix for a minute. I would have to think that somebody has mentioned it to one of you guys. The Hunting Wives.
Oh, there was an article on Daily Mail about it. It's about the Magalezis.
Dude,
I mean, there's Magalezi.
Yeah. I mean, there is no. It's unspoken. Like, there's no actual MAGA. There's no MAGA per se. But it's about this girl who her and her husband moved to this small town in Texas. They're from Massachusetts. And he works for this big tech company or something, and the owner of the company and his wife and all of their friends are, Texas people who care about their guns. And it just goes from like 0 to 100 very, very quickly. And that there's hot lesbian action. So the lady is, you'll know her from being Bobby Axelrod's wife, the hot blonde.
Oh, my
So she's
God.
the main chick, the main Texas wife. And so this innocent little girl from Massachusetts, played by Brittany Snow, who, does you ever see Pitch Perfect?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's from the blonde from the Pitch Perfect movies. So she's this real kind of dressed down, innocent blonde.
Okay.
And they immediately like pull her into the friend group. And it just goes from 0 to 100 so quickly in that there's some spoilers here, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Like the Margot chick, who's the lady from Billions, she's banging the high school kids. Her and her husband are swinging, so they're trying to get this other girl to swing with them, but then her and this lady start just having like a lesbian relationship, and then a kid in the town ends up dead, and it's one of their guns that got used for the crime. It's
okay.
It's kept me. I watched it. I was initially open to watching it. I thought it was going to be a chick flick.
Yeah.
But I was open to it because of the HLA, the hot lesbian action.
Right.
But it turns out there's like a murder mystery involved, and I think it's 8 episodes long, and I'm 5 in. I think I may be really realizing that things have to be so extremely over the top to captivate me.
Yeah.
Just all of the lull of shows, the character building, the stuff that people like I just check out then. And this show is just lesbians having sex and people getting murdered, and it's just insane enough at every moment to keep me riveted.
Mobland might not be for you then.
No.
No scissoring in that?
No, too slow in the character development.
I'm not saying I'm done watching TV shows, but I'm like backing out of thinking that I can get into a lot of shows. Like there's just a lot of TV that I just don't have the patience, especially during the week. That's become a phenomenon for me that I can't like shut it off and get into a show on a weekday. Like I'll put on a podcast on YouTube or live sports or something like that, but it's just something about getting into a show that is not been working as of late.
Speaking of podcasts, did you see that clip from Mark Maron's new stand-up about Theo Von and Hitler?
No.
He's so funny. He's like, Hitler, if he were alive, would have gone on Theo Von's podcast. And he does a Theo Von impression where he's like, so Hitler, were y'all like doing crazy amounts of meth or what?
I got it, actually.
There's only one F word.
All right. Is it? Well, we'll just take the risk.
Yeah.
We'll run with it and see what happens.
There may be a couple, but I'll give.
I think if Hitler were alive today, he'd probably appear on Theo Von's podcast. And Theo would be like, "See, y'all did a lot of meth."
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Yeah. Damn you, Mark Maron.
It is I look at those guys and I just wonder, like, what's really going on. Like, it's almost, and it's not just political. It is political, but like these podcasts are now, to me, they're closer to the real late night television that we all wonder, where did it go?
Oh, yeah.
Like the guys that would make fun of everybody and could do whatever the hell they want. I think those are now the places to go for interviews, and they get A-list celebrities and politicians. And I mean, Theo's kind of just an example of a handful of them that are the new place to go for an interview. And I don't think that the late night shows are looked at like that anymore.
I got a hot, sexy rumor about who's going to replace Colbert.
Conan?
Yep.
Oh,
he's coming
really?
back?
That's what I mean. That's the rumor I've been hearing.
How do you not? I mean,
Right.
if Conan's out there, how do you not? I don't know if you had to like pluck somebody to be the next guy that's not already doing that. I don't necessarily know who it would be.
Do you want to if you're Conan? Because, yeah, you had your time, but you're doing these travel shows and just chilling now. I feel like that's a lot more fun than the pressure of having to do a late night show throughout the week.
That would be more fun to you, me, and just about anybody else. Conan loves the structure of that late night television.
Well, and I don't know, and I'm not totally tuned into his entire journey, but I don't know that he ever got the proper chance to be the guy.
Right.
Which I think now, if you enter him into the late night scene, like he can be the guy.
Oh, my God,
Like he can be the guy that's doing it the quote unquote right way, or the way that we remember it, and not whatever the hell. Because I mean, who are we left with? Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel.
Fallon and Kimmel, yeah.
Yeah, which it is interesting. I read an article yesterday about Jimmy Fallon because he's going to have what's the guy that everybody knows from Fox News that is the king of late night? on
Gutfeld.
Yeah, he's having Gutfeld on, and he just had Dave Portnoy on, and it was this article about how Jimmy Fallon is consciously not letting political divides dictate who he has on the show and who he doesn't, which I think is probably necessary. He might be a smidge late on it. I don't think that he gets down in the mud as much as a Jimmy Kimmel does, but I would absolutely welcome a return to Conan.
Yeah, and his buzz is like loud right now because of that at the Oscars. I mean, a lot of people are clamoring for Conan content.
I'm trying to think who else is out there in the universe that's not currently hosting a show like that. Because my initial thoughts are, I hate to say it, like that could be a transition for a Theo or somebody like that. It's not your typical late night guy, but when you're looking, if you're trying to get somebody that you feel like is resonating, I would think the podcast space would be, if it's not Theo, I don't know who else is right in that wheelhouse, but someone like him might be your pool that you pull from.
Yeah, it has to be somebody who can deliver a good monologue at the beginning and then be a really good interviewer. And I don't know who that is.
Dude, by the way, I saw because I went and saw Naked Gun, which when you do
by
finally
yourself?
see it by myself, which was
so cool.
Danielle had to work later than she thought, so rather than just sit around, I was like, I'm going to go to the movies. So many jokes, I just thought like this is a Drew Garabo joke. Like it's jokes that feel like they're pulled from movies in the 80s and 90s that you loved so much. But dude, there was a preview for a movie that looked so damn good. I think all of us in this room will appreciate for different reasons. Mm-hmm. So it's Aziz Ansari plays like a working class guy,
good.
And then Seth Rogen is like the head of the company, and Keanu Reeves is an angel.
Looks so
Nailed
good.
it. You're right. I want to see it.
That looks so good.
Same.
It did make it, and I don't remember why Aziz was necessarily canceled. I know that he like clawed a woman, and a lady said they had a bad sexual experience. I did find it interesting that Seth Rogen was willing to make a return to Aziz before making a return to what would have been his best friend in James Franco.
A little different though. Aziz was just like accused of bad behavior on a date, and Franco pretty much opened up an acting school just so he could plow young starlets.
Yeah. And when we heard about that, we're like, no way, Aziz. And by the way, you could probably just beat the hell out of him if you're a woman.
Oh yeah,
there's no way he's doing
a
that.
frail fella, but that movie looks great. Keanu looks good.
It looks really
angel.
good. I saw there was another one, and maybe you both saw it if you've been to the movies recently, because I don't remember the name of it, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Sean Penn.
No.
Yeah, that one looked really, really good as well. Fat Leo, fat, disheveled Leo.
No, I've never heard of this.
In a, it's got like a military tie-in, maybe like some drug dealing.
Okay.
One battle after another is that movie.
Fat Leo and Sean Penn.
Yeah, it looks pretty interesting.
Okay.
I teased this repeatedly, so I'm going to pay off on it before we get out of here. The world's oldest baby was born in Ohio last week from an embryo that had been frozen for more than 30 years. Thaddeus Daniel Pierce was born via adopted IVF on July 26th to his parents, Lindsay and Tim, from London, Ohio, who said the fertilized embryo was first frozen in May of 1994. We had a rough birth, but we're both doing well now. He's so chill. We're just in awe of this precious baby. The baby has a 30-year-old sister, the proud mom said, adding that her hubby was just a toddler when the son's embryo was created. The couple said they were floored by the fact that a program to adopt embryos even existed.
So do you think that baby's born with like the wisdom of a 30-year-old?
It's very interesting to think that an element of this living being has been around for 30 years. Like it's not like the baby, but some part of the genesis of this baby has been around for 30 years.
That's got to resonate somehow. Like there has to be something special about this kid.
Hopefully it's born with a little more Gen X, or millennial in it.
Yeah,
early millennial.
Sure,
still better than Gen Z in my opinion. I'm all burnt up officially. Tomorrow I do have a fun story about a kid being attacked by an octopus.
That does sound fun. We covered that on Friday.
Oh, you did. It may be the parents' fault, or maybe the aquarium's fault.
I was thinking it would be awesome if people had aquarium horror stories, but I don't think anybody has one.
Yeah, well, it would be hard most of the time.
Yeah, you don't have a petting zoo in most aquariums.
A lot of the times. But before we get out of here, we're making way for Drew Garabo Live coming up in just a few minutes, so keep it locked to the bone. But we love telling you about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
The reason we love telling you about Jeff is because he's the guy who's going to sell your home and help you find a new one. How does he do it? How can you find out what your home is worth without even contacting anyone? Go to Jeff Borum's website.
Whether you're buying or selling a home, don't try and go seek advice from AI. What you really need is a good local human real estate agent that knows your neighborhood inside and out when it comes to property values, hidden issues, the schools, the traffic patterns, what buyers are looking for right now. You may think that AI has all the answers, but don't be a slopper. Go with a human being. Go with Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty. They have information that is up to the second when it comes to the markets, and when they kick in that masterful marketing machine, you're going to be getting offers that you never thought were possible. Go now to teamborum.com. That's BORHAM.
Don't leave money on the table. Go with our buddy Jeff Borum, powered by eXp Realty. Like John said, BORHAM for Team Borum, and you could be packing tonight.
Thank you guys very, very much. Thank you, Diz, for everything. Thank you, Drew, for everything. Thank you to all the kind words over the past few days. I really, really appreciate it. I feel much more able-minded now than I did about 2 hours ago. So I think it's uphill for here for the rest of the week. Don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone and Neutral are sending you to see one of the biggest bands of this or any generation. Oasis. Live in California. Oasis. To theboneonline.com now for the locations of QR code posters near you. Scan the QR code on the poster and you can score a flyaway to see Cage the Elephant open for Oasis in California, including airfare and tickets. And that's not all. You also get a pair of front row tickets to see Cage the Elephant at the Baycare Sound Clearwater on September 17th. Don't wait. Visit theboneonline.com now to find the location nearest you to register. From 102.5 The Bone and Neutral, keep it tasty. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
We're not doing too badly right now, but traffic is being affected by a wreck in southern Hillsborough, causing blockage northbound along US 301 just past Sun City Center Boulevard. And in the Dunedin area of Pinellas, construction work has had Skinner Boulevard closed between the Pinellas Trail and Highland Avenue. Apart from that, conditions are fairly typical for this time of the afternoon. You will encounter congestion in Tampa along northbound I-275 from the approach to State Road 60 on past Dale Mabry. This is Jim with traffic.
Ready to step into a healthy and active lifestyle? Come to the Good Feet store and experience the difference. Discover how a simple step can lead to a life of pain-free possibilities.
This is Monster Jam. Big air, backflips, and all-out racing. Monster Jam. As big as it gets. The fun begins at the pit party, where you can meet the drivers, get autographs, take pictures, and see the trucks up close. Get your pit party pass at monsterjam.com today. Must have valid event ticket to enter pit party. Restrictions may apply. Rules and activities are subject to change. Visit website for event details. Coming to Emily Arena August 15th through 17th. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A Tampa Bay.
Find your path at Hillsborough Community College. HCC offers affordable, flexible options for earning an associate degree or certificate. Our dynamic learning environment offers expert faculty and engaging student life, and our convenient class schedules fit your schedule. Then seamlessly transfer to a four-year university or start your career right away. At HCC, we'll get you there. Register now at hccfl.edu.
You worked hard for your 401k. But if you've left your job, your money might be sitting in the wrong hands. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and it's very possible that the 401k that you have had for years has hidden fees and limited investment choices. But if you're no longer with the company, that 401k may be at the mercy of your former employer. All of these things could be costing you thousands. Rolling over your 401k into an IRA can provide better investment options that align with your long-term goals. At Trajan Wealth, we're fiduciary advisors that are held to a higher standard with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Don't let your retirement dollars sit in an old plan, and don't roll it over to your new plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services are offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Summer is here, and it's time to get your backyard ready and where you always wanted it to be with my friends at Waterman Properties, your go-to for bringing your summer vision to life. Whether you're remodeling, rebuilding, or even repairing from a storm, Waterman Properties handles everything from demolition to install with expert care and zero runaround. There's personalized service, transparent, honest pricing, guaranteed same-day response. There's no waiting, no excuses, just quality work done right. Visit their website today at watermanproperties.net or give them a call at 813-715-7383. That's watermanproperties.net or 813-715-7383 and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
Jersey College is a nursing school where faculty know how to give you the resources and support you need with encouragement and real connection.
Hi, my name is Ebony and I'm a graduate of Jersey College. I felt like Jersey College truly cared about me. This experience was a life changer for me. It's a great feeling. You have to try. Don't doubt yourself. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Classes are enrolling now at our campuses in Tampa, Largo, Brooksville, Naples, and Port Charlotte. Apply now at jerseycollege.edu.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it
Ah, what a perfect day.
Sweetie,
Yeah, honey?
the horse you're on has a huge penis.
I'd like to get off now. I'm not having any fun.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.